dunks.
They ain't putting no money in your pocket.
Test. What? Testing 1 2 testing 1 2. Recognize record. I know. I did it on purpose. This is your boy Big Zeke in the building. I'm here with 94 Feet Podcast. It's been a long day. Okay, it's been a very long day. It's been a long day.
So dark in here.
I was just gonna say it's a little dark in here.
A little romantic in here, ain't it, Tom?
It's dark on this side, but for them, it's light bright.
All right, whatever.
Hey, whatever.
It's been a long day.
All right.
Okay, it is. Appreciate that. Love in streets. Let's do this right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs. It's your boy Big Zeke in the building. It is 94 Feet Podcast. Hey. I'm here with my brother Dre. Hey. Y'all didn't get Go ahead, Dre. Go ahead.
Dude just tried to call himself David Ruffin.
I know
I'm
he
just
did.
saying, like, y'all
hey, man.
just went with it. Y'all just can't. You know what? This is the problem with the podcast now.
No.
Everybody want to be David Ruffin. Everybody got to be David Ruffin. Everybody can just be blue. Somebody can be blue. Blue was cool too.
And the beat goes on. No, I'm not blue. What's good, everybody? I'm David Ruffin.
Do you know what happened to David, right?
He had to lead the group.
He got voted off the island.
He got voted off the island.
And everybody come to see you, Otis.
And he died.
He had to lead the group.
And he died of a cocaine overdose in a parking lot. So if you want to be David,
he went out with a bang.
No, what's good, everybody? What's good? Always a pleasure to be before the fans, the basketball nation.
Can you say what's up?
What's good people?
How you doing?
It's another day.
All right. How you doing? How's it going?
Hey, I'm great, man. Hey, life is good, man.
Life is good, huh?
No, it's always good.
This is
it's always good.
This is the last episode of the season finale per se.
Season 4.
Season 4. It's gonna go out with a bang.
Is it?
It is going out with a bang. Free agent started early.
It did.
Starts in 8 minutes to be exact.
Yeah, it starts early. So this is it's going to be a long, lengthy episode. Please sit with us. If you're a basketball fan, you should want to sit with us anyway because we got some stuff. And some,
well, breaking news already. Are we allowed? Let me ask permission, David. Can we do that, David?
Nope, not yet. I'll get there.
We just got breaking news across my thing.
Can I break it?
Oh my God, you are David Ruffin.
It's not even that serious. You know,
I think.
It's all right.
I mean,
it's all right. The news is all right.
Your breaking news might not be the one I'm referring to.
Well, okay, Dre. Was you want to break it so bad?
No, you break it first.
We got the same apps. Well, you want to
break it first. You break it first because it's catching up. Because it might be different. What's the first one you're breaking?
My breaking. I have a couple breaking news.
Well, go ahead.
You know, me and Woj, we talk.
I heard.
I got Chris Paul getting waived by the Golden State Warriors.
That is phenomenal, and you know why that is.
That's not phenomenal.
You know why that is.
That's a bad move.
They're about to put all that money into Paul George.
No,
you better believe it.
No,
you better believe it.
No, they're not.
Well, then here's the other.
Then the other breaking news is that James Harden just signed a 2-year deal for $70 million. Now that's a little bit more. Ooh, okay. That's a little bit more. Ooh, okay.
I am still surprised that he's taking discounts, man.
Who?
James Harden.
What do you mean he's taking discounts?
That's only $35 million a year.
I'm sorry. Is he worth more?
James Harden on any team, not to me, because you know how I am with the money.
Oh, I know who you is.
James Harden on any team is a super max player.
No, them days are over. Them days are over.
You think so?
Them days are over. Look at his stats up.
I don't know, man.
I don't even want to say his stats.
Especially considering
I want to say
I'm shocked that he signed without a commitment from PG.
Now that's a little bit
because that's going to make that team terrible.
I don't know. I feel like James Harden is one of those guys. He can't carry a team, but he can make a team slightly better with what he can do. He's a playmaker. He's a playmaker. He's not that put the team on my shoulders guy anymore. I think those days are behind him, and he realizes I'm older now. I can do more things.
And here's the latest breaking news: Klay Thompson to meet with the LA Lakers and the Clippers
again
to accept. You just want to tell it all.
No,
go ahead, Donald Trump. Go ahead, Donald Trump. Go ahead.
My thing is this.
Donald Trump.
It was on our line.
Donald Trump.
Look, hey,
go ahead, Donald.
You say that now, but then you at the, you downtown.
You a lie.
You downtown.
You a lie.
No.
I'm riding with
downtown.
Grandpa or nothing.
You downtown.
Ladies and gentlemen, Oh, he's been stealing his lies.
Anyway, he wasn't lying. But starting with
look what's on the screen, bro.
I know I see it. So,
Oh, okay.
starting with Toronto Raptors, plan to sign Scotty Barnes to an 5-year extension worth $270 million. He will become the highest paid player in Raptors history. Overpaid, underpaid, or just right?
Who?
Scotty Barnes. Overpaid.
Scotty who?
Overpaid.
Well,
But who else were they going to get?
in this market, that's all they're going to get.
Who else were they going to get?
He play hard.
He's their star.
He's a starter. I mean, he's
their
an all-star.
He's their star, but so what?
I think he's the second team All NBA kind of guy.
Listen, man, 5 years. Year 3, Toronto gonna look at that deal and say, "What have we done?" Because ain't nobody else going to Toronto. But I get it, overpaid. But for Toronto, hey, you got your superstar, build around him.
So it's either do that and pay him, or he leaves, somebody else pay him, and you stuck with nothing. Because nobody really want to go to Canada.
Oh, Canada.
I mean, I don't say nobody want to go to Canada. I think Toronto's in a rebuilding phase. I think they had a team, a nice solid team, and along the way, the stars left. But I don't think nobody left that really made a difference to the point where, like, we're contenders.
Kawhi Leonard
was going to leave regardless.
Potentially.
They knew that was a rental. But I'm saying, like, guys like, what's his name? Vander?
Kyle Lowry.
Oh, you're talking about
Freddie
Fred VanVleet.
Freddie VanVleet. But what I'm saying is, I'm just talking about since their championship, that we already knew that once Kawhi left, that team slowly but surely started to fall in ranks. So I think this is a good starting point for Toronto, because in 5 years they can pick some draft picks. They can, get some guys, maybe get some guys around. They might even get some guys to come to Toronto. Toronto's a good city. You got who? Drake, huh? I don't know.
Drake to do that. Kendrick just this.
I'm just saying.
Listen, I don't even like rap music, but that song is really cool. You gotta admit it. I don't even like rap music, but Kendrick went hard on that. It's a little. If I'm Drake, CJ, talk about this. Are they recording today, Tone? CJ, talk about this on your next podcast. Nevertheless,
what are you doing?
Drake made some interesting accusations in songs like that. You gotta be careful with songs like that. He called the man a pedophile. He made a lot of
right below bomb too.
He made a lot of interesting accusations. So I like the beat. Let me rephrase it. I like the beat, not so much the song.
Thanks, Drake, I like for making your your social
commentary.
Your social commentary.
I had to plug CJ. So what's the name of it? Beats by CJ.
Ooh, are you plugging it?
Bruce City Beats.
I don't know if you're doing a good job of plugging it, but you're plugging it.
Shout out to Bruce City Beats, my cousin CJ.
He's still in his rookie deal.
Yep.
And he's last year it was a career high for him in points, rebounds, and assists. 19, 8, and 6. So I think those are good stats for a guy who is still young in his rookie deal going into his next phase of his career.
Well, here's why I'm okay with it, even though it's overpaid. I
want to say just right, by the way.
I'm okay with it because I like players that are loyal to their teams. And to me, of course, that bag helped, but he could have easily said, you know what, I'll take $40 million. What's the difference between 54 and 40? $2 more million in taxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right. You're right. He could have took that talent somewhere else.
He could have took that somewhere else. So I like that he stayed loyal to his team.
But you're still saying overpaid.
I think it's a bit much, man. That's $54 million a year for a guy who hasn't proven himself.
We're gonna sit down one of these days and just have a podcast about being a GM. And I really want to see.
Yeah, invite me back. I'd love to.
We'll see what we can do. But we'll see. Really, we'll see what we can do, and then I'm gonna see these numbers you want to give.
I'm just saying,
if you want to give, it's like Steph, I want to see what you really gonna pay with your pocket.
At Steph's age, now he wouldn't get no $50 million from me.
Jesus Christ!
Why you think they're parting ways with Clay?
Well, we gonna get in there, but because we gonna get in there. But Miami Heat, Bam Adebayo plans to sign a 3-year. $166 million extension.
Jesus.
And my thing is with Jimmy Butler.
Did you hear that? Say the numbers one more time. I got my calculator up.
3 years, $166 million extension. Now with Jimmy Butler possibly going
$55 million a year.
Next 3 years. Well,
that 55 is really only like 25 right now.
But we're still looking at the big number, Casey. I get it. Taxes, we get it.
I'm just saying, in the era that we in.
They get that write-off. Trust and believe.
54 million.
What write-off? Ain't no write-off.
Listen to me. I am in circles with very wealthy people. I'm not one of them, but you better believe that the taxes they're paying up front, the money they give to charities, the money they give to these social, or they're getting it right back.
Yeah.
They're getting it right back. So a lot of them don't even pay taxes, but that's another story for another day. That's why they give so freely. You think a lot of them have good hearts, yes, but do you think these players? I mean, Bron gives millions.
Cover your donors.
He gives millions.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about the NBA in general right now. Do you think they just want to give all of them just because? No, that's why they teach them. Start a foundation, start a scholarship fund, start this, because you're going to have to offset paying all those taxes, or you might even owe. If you look at some of those players on the 30 for 30 broke, if you watch that documentary, not a lot of them gave money to charity. Not a lot of them gave money to churches. They tricked off their money. They gave it away, but they didn't give it to the right thing. So I get you. They're going to make all that money back, though. They're going to make all that money back.
Not really.
Thanks, James.
Okay.
For,
I'm saying what I was trying to say is, in the way of inflation, 54 million today is really like 90s 25 million.
Probably.
Are you taking 54 today?
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's not like I'm not saying you can't take it, but I'm just saying like the value of $1 is not what it used to be.
Here's why I don't agree. I agree, but I don't agree.
Because think of it like this. I remember growing up, you can get a dozen of eggs for 39 cents.
Okay.
How much will a dozen of eggs run you right now? Do you know? Do y'all know? Because I'm gonna tell you, because I go grocery shopping a lot.
About $6.
About $4.
But here's the thing, Kesey. Think about before
That's
you go.
$3.60 more than what we paid growing up.
Zeke, you're taking the $54 million. You represent Bam Adebayo. You're taking the 315, Jason Tatum, and I'm gonna take the Bronny James $4.5 million a year. Guess what? The egg carton costs what? The same. Okay. The same. So your 54, your 25, my 4, the egg carton costs the same. Okay. Obviously, if you're in California, your gas probably a little more.
But what I'm saying is, even like you said, Bronny coming in on that 4 point whatever. Rookies wasn't getting that back then. That value of 4.0 was really only like, what was the minimum back then?
450,000.
450 something. Right?
Yeah. But Kesey, what I'm saying is
everything costs more.
Don't undervalue a $55 million contract to say only 25, because that's still life changing.
I'm not saying it's not life changing. I'm just saying everybody looking at the number nowadays that, like, man,
Miami, Florida.
I remember Jordan.
Florida doesn't even have taxes.
I remember Jordan getting his contract, and he was making what, 20-something million?
30 million his last 3 years. He had 30, 35, and 40.
I mean, obvious,
and we thought that was outrageous.
That's the obvious thing here is the money situation. I'm looking at this from a basketball perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind? Can we do that?
Do you mind?
Do you mind? Do you mind?
David Ruffin.
I ain't a David Ruffin. I'm just like, we already know basketball players get paid crazy amounts. You talk to an NFL player, you like, how much you get paid? 160. I couldn't see 166 million if I wanted to.
But they got a better chance of making a roster than the NBA.
Who?
NFL players.
No, they don't. It's harder.
It's harder.
Why do you figure that?
Because they have a limited number of positions, and there is no, hey, let's just send them to the G League. Yeah. There's no G League in the NFL. If you're talking about if you're talking about the UFL, you're talking about the Canadian, they're getting paid.
No, because they have practice.
Our salary. Right. They're getting paid our salary
so
to play football.
They have practice squads of players who practice.
And they're getting paid our salary.
They're getting paid minimums. They ain't getting paid that 25.
I'm just saying, you said ain't no G League. There are practice squads in the NFL.
You're right. You're right.
The NBA, they have the G League. The NFL can't afford to have a whole nother league.
There are other leagues, but they're getting paid the bare minimum.
Bones.
But my whole thing is there's like 88 spots on
Breaking
the NFL
news.
team.
The Golden State Warriors are working on a sign and trade for Klay Thompson. I'm just saying, man.
If I ever get to the basketball stuff, y'all, we want to win a whole financial raid.
That's part of basketball.
Is it?
What are you tracking this at?
He just getting notifications from ESPN, I'm getting
Bleacher Report and Woj on Twitter.
But my question was,
You got Bleacher Report?
Yeah, I got Bleacher Report.
I'm talking to Mr. Davis here.
With Jimmy Butler possibly going to free agency next year.
Smart.
What are your thoughts on this team being Bam's team going forward?
I think I told you I called this earlier this season.
No, you didn't, but continue.
I did call it if you let me finish, David.
You called what?
That Jimmy's final days with the Miami Heat.
Oh, because what he said off season?
Yeah, and I think this is for Miami to position a trade.
Is this better though?
I don't know that Jimmy shows up mostly when it counts.
Mm-hmm.
Bam, I have not seen him show up when it counts, but Bam is one of the few solid big men in the game. Again, you ask me, everybody's overpaid. But if I'm Miami, you did a good job locking him up. Jimmy not signing an extension is smart for business because he can get a bigger one next year. Yeah. And I also think Jimmy's on his way out. I've said it all season. I think the Jimmy and Miami days are over. Whether it happens before the season begins or by the All-Star break, we don't know. But this is the last hurrah for Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat.
I feel like this team with being Bam, like being the guy, if you can surround Bam with some good solid players, maybe another all-star. I don't want to say all NBA, but maybe an all-star caliber player. I can see him taking Miami just as far as Jimmy did. Just as much as Jimmy did.
If you sign players who want to be broke.
Yeah, and then on top of that, if you want, I won't say broke because $166 million in today's NBA is not a lot, extension wise. But I feel like them, like you said, I do believe them locking up Bam is a good move. But this being Bam's team is something it's something to look forward to. I think will keep them in contention. But I don't know. It'll be very interesting to see if Bam can do the same things Jimmy could do as far as taking his team to like an NBA Finals.
You have that much faith in Bam?
I said I don't know. It'll be interesting.
So the way you be riding my man's from Minnesota, you be riding Cat like he is trash, but you sing Bam praises to take a team to the finals?
I'm taking Bam over Cat.
Oh.
I'm taking Bam over Cat.
I see y'all didn't talk about the Lakers breaking news.
Did it just come up?
No, Max Christie signs a 4-year deal.
We got a lot to talk about, Casey. That's not breaking news, dog. Yeah, I was gonna say that the Lakers and that D-League team in the making. That's a D-League team in the making.
Kesey, or unless you forgot.
I don't really care what Bam does. He's not that guy to me.
He's not that guy to you?
He's not.
Wow. Why you say that?
He's not a game changer. He's a good player, but he's not a game changer.
He's a role player.
He's not a player that's going to be like,
whoa.
He's not a player that's going to take over a whole game. He's going to do what he do. He's going to get his double-double. But outside of that, he's not going to change the dynamics of the game.
So you're going with the narrative he can't do what Butler can do.
He can't do what a healthy Butler do, but he can do what a bummed Butler do.
A bummed.
Because if you notice over the last 3 to 4 seasons, but Butler's been battling injuries every season, which has been hindering him from being who he is.
And that, my friend, is a hot take.
If you want to keep it a buck,
this what
a buck.
This is what I'll say to that.
$2.
This is what I'll say to that. A lot of things that Bam do takes the pressure off Jimmy.
Like what?
You can't go into a game and focus all on Jimmy. You can't, because Bam is there. He makes his presence known. Is he a 30 and 15 guy? Not all the time. He'll give you the double-double. It might be a 16 and 10 for the series, but Bam has to be. You have to account for Bam. You saying it like he is. Y'all saying it like it's just Jimmy in the Miami Heat. And I'm like, really? It's just Jimmy in the Miami Heat?
I didn't say that because hold up. Let's not act like it's not Jimmy and the snap your fingers. You scared? Because what happened when Jimmy didn't play this year? They got bounced in what?
They got bounced
in the first round.
Yeah.
But Jimmy played as the AFC. They went what? To the finals twice in 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
So let's not act like Jimmy Butler is just some scrub on the bench.
I never said
you
Jimmy
sure?
Butler's a scrub on the bench. I'm saying.
You sure?
we all know, Dre, we all know, can no superstar do it by himself. Not LeBron, not Kerr. No superstar can do it by himself.
Agreed.
Jimmy worked his way to become a superstar. What I'm saying is, I'm not just throwing. If Jimmy's not on this team next year, I'm sitting here saying they're not a lottery team.
Throw the team away without Jimmy Butler. They are absolutely a low. If they're not lottery, they are playing for sure. And that's not good, my friend.
Casey.
That's not good, my friend.
First of all, they're playing with Jimmy. That's how they made it to the finals. They're through the play-in.
They're playing with Jimmy, but Jimmy didn't play a full season.
Oh, no,
Jimmy didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
When they made it to the finals, where did they come from?
The AC.
Jimmy was hurt. But Jimmy was hurt all season.
They came
That's
from
what
the
I just
play-in.
Jimmy was hurt all season.
Just said he did not play the whole season.
Did y'all not hear what I just said a few minutes ago? He's been battling injuries all.
I co-sign with you, bro. What you saying? I co-sign with you.
Are you saying the same thing? Are you saying without Jimmy Butler, this Miami's team, as constructed, is a playing team? Not even a playing team, a lottery team.
Barbecue chicken.
Yep.
Barbecue chicken.
Wow.
No faith.
Wow. All right, we'll leave it at that.
It's like the Bucks with Giannis.
KCP is expected to decline his $15.4 million option to become a free agent this year. Do you expect him to re-sign with Denver or to take his talent elsewhere?
Big mistake.
And what do I knew he was going to do this, but I just want to go you first. What does the Nuggets look like without KCP?
I think the Nuggets look fine. KCP, to me, this is a great case of overestimating your value. KCP got lucky to join Denver. He was, I'm not going to say a vital part to the championship run. He was not a vital part. He was a part. He was a part. A vital part means, listen, if we don't have certain vitals working, we know good. Denver could have found someone else to get that 10 and 8 that he provided.
Okay.
Could they not?
I think I put KCP in a category of 6-man / could be a starter.
To me, KCP
he
is a poor man's Bobby Portis.
I think KCP is a better man than Malik Beasley.
Okay,
he
I
could
can
be,
give you that.
If he was on the Bucks team, I think he's one of the few still 3-and-D guys, and we could be like, oh, we're going to the finals.
For $15 million, yes, but not 20, 25, and 30.
18.
How many?
18.
See, now we're getting ticky-tack.
No,
because now that's pennies. That's pennies.
It is
15 and 18 is
it's
pennies.
A big difference.
25 and 55, that's a big difference.
If you sign him for 4 years, let's say you sign him for 4 years, you give him the 18. You'd be like, all right.
If anything,
if you sign him for 4 years, give him 20.
If anything, I would sign him. Maybe I'll give him an extra year. Keep it at $15 million.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe give him 10, 20, 30, 40. Give him 4 years, $60 million. Give him an extra year. Because if you look at it, as the players are getting older, they're not necessarily chasing the money per year. They just want the extra time.
Yeah.
That's why Chris Paul reconstructed his contract in Phoenix. He wanted the extra time. That's why Bad Knees Chris Middleton reconstructed and took less, because he wanted more time. Because now you can make my money stretch. So if KCP, Caldwell Pope, opts out and he wants more money, I think he just overestimated his value. If he opted out to restructure a new deal to add more years, I think that's smart, because now you're guaranteeing your longevity. Because we have to remember, the NBA is guaranteed money. Yeah. Even if waived, you getting paid. Yeah. You ain't getting paid as much, but you're getting that check until a team re-signs you, right? Yeah. So it's a smart business decision if he's waived, or if he opted into free agent to reconstruct a longer deal. But if he thinking 25, 30 million.
Do you think he'll do that? Just stay with Denver. Do you think he'll do that? Stay with Denver.
Denver is still a contending team, in my opinion, and I think he will, because think about it. When he was at the Lakers, he was an afterthought. He was not good playing with LeBron.
It happens when you play with LeBron.
It does for some. For some.
He was not an afterthought.
Yeah, he was.
The problem is,
what?
LA is a different type of monster in itself.
I give you that.
Just think about it like that. Like, The lights in LA is always.
I don't like that excuse.
No, whether it's Kobe, whether it's LeBron, whether it's Shaq Diesel, whether it was Kareem, whether it was Magic, the lights have always been at a different light than any other arena.
What's the saying go? The rise to the top.
Yeah, but everybody doesn't perform that way. Think about Julius Randle. LA, he looked like a bum.
Well, I think they gave up on him too quick.
He went to New York.
They gave up on him too
No,
quick.
they didn't give up to him on quick. Everybody can't stand the limelight that comes with playing in LA.
So you sent him to New York where the limelight is just as big.
It's big, but
New York
stank.
New
York been stinking for a few years. So you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
I do.
So he didn't have a lot to go against. When you step in the LA uniform, automatically it's automatic championship goals. And that's not on every team that you step on. It's championship goals automatically. But when you go to LA, it's automatic. What you gonna do to contribute to us getting this ring?
Before you say,
but we draft
really quickly. You sure you're not an LA fan?
Yeah, he is.
No, it's not about being an LA fan. It's about knowing what it is.
Hey, I just asked a question. Anyway,
you said it.
No,
why are you looking at me? You snapping, looking on me.
I'm not snapping. I'm just saying.
Okay, so my question for you, same question for you.
I was looking at him the whole time. I just happened to glance at
no,
you.
you was looking at me snapping. I'm like, whoa.
Do you feel like he'll re-sign with Denver? And what does Denver look like without KCP?
I think Denver days are over. They had their window, and now that window has closed.
After 1 year?
Because Joker, he ain't that dude who really loves the game like that to bring them back to me.
He's 3-time MVP,
I get that, but at the end of the day, he doesn't love the game like some of the other players do.
He doesn't love the game, but it doesn't take away from his performance.
We shall see. We shall see. He already won a championship, and to come back and get beat the way they got beat by somebody who wasn't expected to beat them, or they didn't expect. They didn't expect them to beat them.
Let's not act like Denver didn't come back and win 3 in a row.
I was gonna say they did take them to 7.
They took them to 7.
It doesn't. At the end of the day, they lost, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't. They didn't expect Minnesota to beat them.
Nobody did.
That's what it all boils down to.
Minnesota was a better team than people thought.
Can everybody handle that?
I think Denver can.
Getting beat after your championship run is tough. Look at the Bucks.
But repeating is tougher.
Have we recovered from it?
And
no.
we won't.
Okay.
And we won't.
Think about the Lakers. When the Lakers won their bubble championship, had they recovered from it?
That's a bad example. But
Bad example, Casey. Come on.
I'll let it ride.
Come on, Casey.
Golden State Warriors, that last championship they got. Have they recovered from it?
They have not.
Because they got lucky.
It's hard to recover.
I stand by that.
My thing is, it's hard to recover after you win a championship, and then you come back over the next year and you lose, and you know what it takes to get where that journey. So
you're talking about Denver overall.
Denver overall.
I feel like
I think the players are done with that environment. Some players are ready to get paid. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them took some pay cuts to stay in Denver. The only person who left during that championship run to go get paid was who?
Bruce Brown.
Who put on the biggest show for them during that period, during that playoff, that final?
I think
Kawhi Leonard.
I'm saying
no. I think Bruce.
No, he asked a question about them being traded. So Kawhi Leonard, you talking about Bruce Brown and Kawhi Leonard, right?
No.
What are you talking about?
Bruce Brown,
when he was with Denver, when he left in free agency because they won the championship.
You're right. I apologize.
But here's my thing. Yeah, I don't know what that's about. My thing.
Paul George has agreed to a. No, I'm just kidding.
My thing is this.
I don't know what this brother talking about.
My thing is this. Be honest with you, I think he will re-sign with Denver, but I also
for a longer deal, right?
Maybe a longer deal. But I feel like without KCP, Denver is different, way different, and I feel like it kind of takes them further out of contention unless they find somebody to replace him.
You have a lot of faith in these role players.
I have a lot of faith in because I know in today's NBA you can't just have Steph Curry on your team and win a championship.
Okay. So you like the Bucks draft pick too, didn't you?
No, I don't. No, what I'm saying is this: you can't just. It's been proven time and time again. You can't just sit here and have a superstar on your team.
Oh, we know
and
that.
Be automatically.
We know that.
So it's not just like Let's have a LeBron James, Steph Curry conversation. And after that, there's no point of talking about it. These guys like KCP, guys like Malik Monk, guys like Scotty Barnes, Bam Adebayo. You have to have them on your team.
We're not saying that. We're not saying that.
So what I'm saying is, when you talk about KCP, to me. I'll just say it to me. To me, KCP was a big part of their championship run. Because to me, Bruce Brown overestimated his value. Then on top of that, the things he can't do that on another team and think he's going to have the same results. I think that's what he found out in going into free agency last year. When I think he got drafted by Indiana and they traded him to Toronto. Now he's down in Toronto just playing out his contract.
You said
drafted.
Drafted.
Well,
I'm not drafted.
But that's what players do after that second or third team. Look at what's our boy named PJ Tucker. He picked up his option, and I don't blame him to get that $11 million and sit on the bench.
Yeah, but to come to find out, Bucks didn't offer him nothing. If he didn't offer him something, he'd have stayed.
Yeah, well, because the Bucks they were trying to pay. They had to pay Brooke. They had to pay Chris. They had to pay Drew.
Let's see how that planned out.
It's hard to. I told you it's hard to get back because everybody wants their cash, man.
It is hard.
And just like KCP, Denver's looking at it. You got to look at it like this. Denver's looking at it like this.
They got to pay.
You're a year older.
Mm-hmm. You got to pay. Can I help you? Can I do a point? They got to pay Jamal Murray.
You were hurt most of the playoffs.
Joker's eligible for a super max next year.
This is the NBA. I don't like we can't go over the tag.
The younger players are ready for their extensions now. Where's the money going to come from?
I don't know.
And you have to remember, I know you don't want to hear this, but Luka hasn't signed anything because they're linking him to Denver. So if they're opening up door, listen, man, anything is possible in this buddy NBA.
Luka.
Okay.
You think he'll go there?
What? No. If Luka just lost a championship,
but they would have to give up Murray.
Why you wouldn't give up Murray for Luka?
Not no Murray and Porter, because you're gonna have to give up double. Because if you're Dallas, I'm not giving up Luka for no one player.
If I'm giving up, let's just say for argument's sake that Denver was entertaining Luka, Porter, Jamal Murray,
and draft picks,
and whoever else we think has potential. I'm in these at least 3 players.
But here's the thing. He can go in free agency.
And I'm going to need your draft pick.
He can go in free agency.
Or in Zeke's words, the white boy that can play.
Who? I know you're talking about.
Brown.
Brown, I think it's Brown.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about. But even him.
They would have to give up all three of them.
I'm like,
you have to give up everything.
That's what I was thinking about.
You would have to give up everything under the kitchen sink for him, except Joker. Everything but Joker.
Pretty much.
Can you rebuild off of Joker and Doncic?
Or he can go in free agency.
But that's 4 years from now.
That's 2 years from now.
He just signed. I don't know Lucas deal. I'm not gonna act like I know.
But nevertheless, I mean, if I'm Pope, re-sign with Denver, try to run it back to get a longer deal.
If I'm Pope, I'm trying to go somewhere and get paid.
Wow. The Denver Nuggets are expected to give Jamal Murray a max 4-year, $209 million extension. What are your thoughts?
Overpaid. $52 million for a guy who hasn't played a full season in 2 years is insane. Kesey, can you give my nephew, take my nephew to the gym? I'll sponsor some AAU as long as it's in the contract that I get taken care of when he make it to the NBA. Because I'm saying, what they're paying people and drafting people these days, you don't even got to have that much
skills. Take the deal. My thing.
Oh, he'll take the deal.
So don't you take that deal?
Take the deal.
My thing is
take the deal.
We don't need your money.
Nephew Preston, I got you, bro.
So are you telling me Jamal Murray's not 4-year, $209 million extension?
Not for $53 million a year for a guy who has not played in 2 years all season.
Is he not the reason they have a championship?
Joker's the reason they have a championship.
Stop it.
Don't get it twisted.
Stop it.
No, you stop.
Stop it.
You stop.
Stop it.
Because he held Denver down while Murray was out.
He was the reason when they got healthy. That's the reason why they beat everybody.
He was a piece. Basketball is a team sport.
You cannot.
Basketball is a team sport.
You're right. You are 1,000% right. So everybody, I don't say everybody, at least 2 players on that team deserve max contract. And you telling me one is not Jamal Murray?
I didn't say that he wasn't. I just think $53 million for a guy who hasn't played a full season in 2 years is risky. Because, man, even this year, didn't he go down in the playoffs this year?
No, he didn't. He went down in the season. Season was kind of iffy. Playoffs, he got shut down by Ant.
I would have, I guess for me.
He's also a bigger, stronger player.
I would have wanted a shorter deal, a more of a prove yourself contract. Like we'll give you a 2-year extension, 2-year, $80 million, 2-year, $85 million. But to give this man, we're talking about guaranteed money. Have we not learned anything from Grant Hill? Have we not learned anything from Baron Davis?
Do you not reward players for playing good? For delivering you a championship.
Last year,
just said they might not never make it there again.
Listen, $53 million a year for a player who hasn't played a full season in 2 years is a bit much. That's all I'm saying.
Keezy.
That's all I'm saying.
What are your thoughts on this extension for Jamal Murray?
I mean, I don't think it really matters anymore.
Why you think?
Why you say that?
Because man, it's just like
he's not playing with LeBron James.
The money can't be calculated no more because the deals with these networks are so high now.
Real quick, Kesey, I'm sorry. The Golden State Warriors declined a trade that would have sent Andrew Wiggins and CP3 to the Bulls for Zach LaVine. It just broke.
I know,
you just want all the good moments.
Not all the good moments, but there's nothing there to really talk about.
That's a lot. We're just breaking the news as it comes, man. Go ahead, Kesey. Go ahead, bro. Kesey, are you a Jamal Murray fan, bro? Like, do you think that he's really worth that $53 million deal a year?
Like I said earlier,
it's just gonna be about the money.
The values that we looking at, you looking at it like it's a lot of money, but it's really not because it's a lot that goes into being an NBA player.
I'm aware.
Where that money has to be stretched out, and nowadays everything costs more. So
what the? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yes, please.
I'm sorry.
So $54 million. My thing is, look at it like this. All right, since you just want to talk basketball, who are you going to get to replace Murray? Tell me one player that you're going to get to replace him. D'Lo?
Well, he picked up his option, so that's off.
And he making 27.
He making 18.
18.
He make 18?
He's making 18. He picked up his player option. Smart man. Because he ain't getting paid like that no more. No.
D'Lo is always approved.
He's 18 to 22.
No,
after this season, he's a 10 to 15, especially if he doesn't put buckets in the basket.
If D'Lo is always on a prove yourself contract situation. He's always on that contract. And he usually comes through when his contract time. So this might be a phenomenal year for D'Lo.
I'm just trying to say who you going to pick up instead.
What do you mean by that? Are you saying
who you going to pick up that's going to have the value of a Jamal Murray?
Why would I have to pick him up when he's already on the teams? I'd have to extend him.
I'm just saying your point.
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
So because he's saying how does Jamal Murray worth that amount of money?
Okay.
Who else are you going to find at that position that's going to be as good as him? Who's going to hit as big as shots as him? Who's going to play as good as him?
My question, my thing about that is when you say who else you're going to get, I feel like you're saying we might as well pay him. There's nobody else out there. That's what I feel like you're saying.
That's what I'm saying.
So, but when you say that though, are you saying he's not worth it, and you're saying whatever, or are you saying he's worth it? You got to pay him.
My thing is that quite a few players might not be worth it, but
that's real talk.
But at the end of the day,
that's real talk.
That's all that's left.
So I guess how I'll start
ain't no different than Toronto with Scotty Barnes.
Thank you, Kesey, for saying that. I think the way I'll start responding is based on the team and the value. I'll just keep it to basketball because when you put it like that, it's like just like our Bucks when we cashed out on Middleton. What was the magic line? Who else are we gonna get? Who else is available? So I'll give you that.
So think about it.
I'll give you that.
Think about it like this.
Give my man a hand.
Even if
give my man a hand.
Like the Bucks,
I said give my man a hand. You don't
the Bucks had that. The Bucks had that choice too with Middleton, like he said, because it was either that or the Bucks go after Bradley Beal, and look what Bradley Beal turned out to be.
See how your boy did?
Hey, Drake, fine.
See, I'm trying to show you love, and your future partner here ain't doing nothing. But here, just for context, and this helped me a bit. Like, I'm gonna just keep it a buck This helped me a bit. The Golden State Warriors are worth $7.7 billion. All
right, go ahead.
Can I just finish?
Go ahead,
please.
Go.
This year, they made $800 million in revenue. And their operating budget was $250 million. Mm-hmm. The New York Knicks, $6.6 billion. They only made $278 in revenue. So when you look at teams, we're just talking about the Denver Nuggets. The Denver Nuggets only made $273 million in revenue.
How much did they spend out?
$67 million. That's operations. I'm assuming that doesn't include salaries. That's operational income. They spent of their operational income, 15% of it was debt. So that means they paid 15% off of their operational income. When you think about the money that these teams are making, for example, the highest payroll, Bucks payroll right now is what, like $120-something million? Mm-hmm. The Milwaukee Bucks, for example, are worth, where are they here? We are the 15th most valuable team at $2.3 million. And we generated $352 million this season.
And how much was our operational?
The operational income, meaning we made money of about $51 million, but 14% of it was debt. So I say that to say, if you made $352 and you're paying out $125, I mean, I guess that's still some good money. So perhaps these players are underpaid by looking at all the money that these owners and these teams are making.
Dre.
What?
Dre. You of all people.
What?
Of all people. I'm not going to get into your business, but you have a team. Correct?
I do.
So if one of your people came to you and said, hey, man, y'all pulling in this. Y'all doing this. Why I ain't got no raise yet? What you going to say to him?
We non-profit. Go work somewhere else.
Hey,
but you're gonna look at him crazy, correct?
I'm not gonna look at him crazy.
You're gonna look at him crazy.
No, I'm going to remind them of what their value is to this organization, and what we can and cannot do. Basketball's the same way, because here's the thing: not every team want to pay that luxury tax.
What does a team like Detroit look like, considering they was the worst team in the NBA this year?
But you have to remember, the TV deals still help them make money.
I know. That's what I'm just saying. I'm just asking.
The Detroit Pistons.
Just thinking about it, like what is a team like Detroit? Somebody who really.
So I'll give you this. The bottom five, Orlando Magics, are worth $1.8 billion, made $272 in revenue. The Indiana Pacers are worth $1.8 billion, made $264 in revenue. The Hornets are worth $1.7 billion, made $269. The Timberwolves are ranked 1.6, $270 million in revenue. Memphis, which this doesn't surprise me because they didn't have job play all year, but they're worth $1.6 billion, $272 million in revenue. And then the Pelicans are the least valuable team in the NBA at $1.6 billion, making $268 million in revenue. So the Detroit Pistons aren't even in the bottom five. In fact, the Detroit Pistons are worth a little more than the Milwaukee Bucks, if you can believe that, which is shocking to me. The Detroit Pistons are ranked based on this study.
So before he goes into all 30 teams, Keezy, what is your reason for asking for that?
I just want to know what it looks like to be the bottom and what it looks like to be at top.
Okay.
Because here is a lot of bottom teams in the top 15, bro. A lot of bottom teams. Washington Wizards. I
just know
Brooklyn Nets.
I just know
Toronto Raptors are worth $4 billion.
I just know that, especially
because of Drake.
Yeah. But my thing is with all this whole stuff and all this contract talk is, number one, this money is already set aside for, hey, this is how much we can spend in salary.
It's endowed.
So it's already put out there.
Okay.
I just want, and then when I bring out these numbers, they are like, oh my God, because we're not in that tax bracket at all. We're not even close to that tax bracket. So I get the whole, but like I said before, when you talk about what these guys, just taking it to basketball, when you talk about these guys and what they can do for your team, what this person value is, Murray could have set the number to, hey, I want 250 because he
wasn't eligible because he didn't play a full season. So no, we couldn't have.
He's that.
No, we couldn't have.
He's that.
State the facts. Don't know because you're going on to facts now. State the facts.
I didn't. First of all, that him not playing all those games is more towards his awards, his incentives,
and what kind of contract.
We don't know what kind of contract.
He's not eligible for a super max. They didn't offer it to him, but it's not a super max.
But this is a max though. So what I'm saying is this: if his value is what you set it at, so. On the Nuggets team, I'm second. I'm Robin to the Batman. So if I want 250 and he's supposed to get 350, I deserve the 250.
Sure.
So that's what I'm saying.
Sure.
I'm not saying that, hey, what are you paying? How much your team is worth? I'm saying as a player who is second in on this team, I deserve the 50+ million a year. Especially when I see guys like Jaylen Brown, where that situation is all up and down. They both been rack in 300 plus.
But that went in.
Now it backed up with a championship. This man just got out of a championship in 2023.
Yeah, but my thing is though, look at it like this. Like I said, go back to what I said. Like, who else are you going to get? Ain't no different than the Bucks.
They can wait it out.
Ain't no different than the Bucks when they had to pay. But you can wait, and then you're gonna be battling with somebody else, or you can extend them, and then you got them.
December decided to do the latter. Hey, we're extend them. Let's lock this down.
Let's lock that down.
Let's lock this down.
But ain't no different than the Bucks. They took Middleton, right?
At the
price they took.
At the time, we needed to lock them down.
But we also had the option of taking who? Bradley Beal.
And we made the right decision.
And that's where
we had to lock them down.
That's where it pays off at, because it's like, who else could I get? But it was like,
you know what?
I could have got Bradley Beal, but then look what Bradley Beal gave Phoenix this year.
I see what you're saying. Now I'll take that perspective. I just want to know where you was coming from.
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you don't know what you're going to get out of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's a gamble.
It is a gamble. It's always a gamble.
So owners are gambling every time they pick somebody.
That's part of the game. That's part of the game.
They understand that's why they get to make the money that they make, because it's a gamble.
It is. That's true.
It ain't no more than a Vegas odds. Like,
that's very true.
The odds is
in your favor, may not be in your favor. I could get hurt. That could be end of the year. That could be the rest of your season. You never know. That's very true. Moving on.
It could be the end of your career.
That's true too. The Atlanta Hawks trade DeAndre Murray.
DeJounte Murray.
What?
DeAndre.
Exactly.
I can't even get it out because
DeJounte
Murray.
Yeah.
DeJounte Murray
to New Orleans Pelicans for Lance Nance Jr. and 2 first-round picks. I thought this
to who?
To New Orleans
Pelicans.
The New Orleans Pelicans
for Larry Nance Jr.
Exactly.
I think New Orleans
and 2
are
first-round picks. I don't think they're rebuilding. I think they're trying to get better.
No, because they're gonna get
Atlanta, or are you talking about New Orleans?
New Orleans, because they're gonna get rid of Ingram. I think they're gonna use.
I think they're trying to build. They're
trying to get a younger core.
I'll give you that. I think that with Murray, and because they don't have a real point guard like that.
They got McCollum at the point guard. He's a little older.
That's what I'm saying. You got McCollum at the point guard. No,
they want to take.
No, their starting point guard is somebody else. It was
Calderon.
No, it was
Alvarez.
It was Alvarez. I think he needs to come off the bench.
And that's what that boils down to.
And then my thing is,
oh my God,
that's unnecessary.
That is, people are so cruel, man.
My thing is, with this trade, I feel like number one, New Orleans got off pretty easy, and I feel like Atlanta is, I don't want to say on the cusp of rebuilding, but they're trying to figure some things out. But this pair didn't work, so one of them had to go.
I knew it wouldn't work though.
I thought it would.
I knew it.
It's 2 point guards, but still, I thought they would make it work.
But they're 2 point guards who are score first mentalities.
One
of them got to be the opposite. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For it to work, ain't no, just like with when people pick up Rondo to go along with another point guard. You know you want a scoring point guard because Rondo is a pass first guard.
But the thing about that is this, though. When you talk about Atlanta, I thought they would at least try to pick up a shooting guard in this deal, and they didn't. I feel like they just picked up Lance, and it was like, who y'all want? And they was like, well, give us Lance. You're not going to give us Zion, so give us Lance. But
no. I was thinking.
I mean, to me, this is not an equal trade. On paper, it's not an equal trade because Lance Nance Jr. Larry Nance Jr. is not that guy who can give you a double-double.
I'm gonna tell you like this. This is what it was.
He's solid on boards.
They wanted those draft picks because they know the Pelicans are going to suck, which means they get higher draft picks in the next coming up draft.
So are you talking about Atlanta? So are you saying Atlanta is it a rebuild?
Atlanta is strategically rebuilding, getting ready to rebuild. Trae Young is still very young.
They kept the number 1 pick.
I know.
I know.
So they trying to get a younger core, and it's going to take a few years. Trae will be a good veteran by the end.
So are you okay?
You know the experiment with them together didn't work. Y'all still sucked. So we might as well get rid of one of them, suck a little bit longer, and then just build up our roster over the next couple of years.
I mean, next year draft is going to be very interesting. It'll be some good picks in there.
Is it?
It is. My thing about this is
by far the weirdest.
It was a horrible draft.
Horrible draft.
No, you know what? It's horrible. A lot of potential draft. I want to say horrible. I'll say potential draft. Because 5, 6, 10 years from now, we'll be like, what about the 2024 draft?
It's going to be the one that everybody's going to be talking about was the worst NBA draft in history.
Since Andrew Bennett.
We'll see what happens. This trade was interesting to me just because it fills both needs on both sides of the both sides. Both teams filled needs, one more than the other. So we'll see what happens. Dre?
I like it, but I think it's to bait more teams to take a look at Ingram. I think it's to bait more teams. I think New Orleans might use it as trade bait. I think they're rebuilding. Zion, how much more time do you give him? I mean, he's at 4 years already.
They already extended him.
I get it, but when do you put him on the market? So I don't necessarily like it for Atlanta because I don't get what they're doing over there because Atlanta didn't get better with this deal. They got worse. I mean, we've seen the second round draft picks, 4.5 average points, 2-point average points, 3-point average points. So I don't see what they're getting out of it, but
I mean, I think they're trying to build something. They got the number 1 draft pick.
I don't see that it helps any team other than
it's a lot of it's a lot of we'll see.
It gives Atlanta a lower payroll. It gives them a lower payroll.
I mean, they could go for somebody big in the next couple of years. You're right. It could.
I mean, because Atlanta is a market. It is a somewhat big market, but they're not a real basketball town.
What I want to tone here for this next one, but whatever. Well, not this next one, but this coming up. The Dallas Mavericks traded Tim Hardaway Jr. and 3 second-round picks to Detroit Pistons for Quentin Grimes.
Don't get it. I don't see how that helps either team.
I just know they need to get rid of. I knew they needed to get rid of Tim Hardaway Jr. and then not for nothing. And I also knew that Jim Hardaway Jr. was kind of frustrated with his role. He really didn't play in the finals.
No,
he really didn't play in the playoffs. But I think
that would have helped to win.
I think he would have came off an injury, but it really didn't. When he played like 20 minutes,
that was just to make him good trade value.
You said what?
That was only to get him some trade value.
Who would him play?
Yeah,
in the finals.
Yeah.
He had a good game. He had one good game,
and that was the reason they traded him.
He don't never deliver to me. To me, he don't never deliver. Every time he goes to a team, they're looking for him to be the second or third star to the star, and he don't never pan out like he used to. So I just be like, and then I'd be like, I guess whatever. He becoming a journeyman, which it is what it is. Ain't no big thing. This next one hit when it happened. It was pretty big. I know why it was pretty big, but the Brooklyn Nets are trading Malik Bridges. It's not Malik. Michael Bridges to the New York Knicks for Bogdanovic, 4 unprotected first-round picks, a protected first-round pick via the Bucks, an unprotected pick swap, and a second rounder. With this, the Knicks have completed a set. All former Villanova teammates have been acquired. Did this move make the Knicks a top 5 in the East?
Well, without seeing them play together, I can't say that. But why did they give up so much? They gave up a lot for Michael Bridges.
I feel like the Knicks are in a win now. The Knicks are in a win now. Brooklyn is they're in a rebuild. They fired their coach.
He's a versatile wing.
I like Michael Bridges, but for all that, well, the Bucks did it for 3-point Jay Crowder. So
who?
Exactly. Exactly.
I never want to get into that. Who?
Exactly.
But I didn't hear what you said, but
I said I'm wondering why they're giving up all this stuff, but I think it comes back to the draft sucking. That's why they're giving up so much. Like second rounds, the last talked about second round pick was Draymond Green.
I hate. Well, not necessarily. Ginobili is one of the greats for second round picks.
I said the last.
Oh, okay.
And Draymond was the last second round pick that's talked about. Is it not? Is he not? That's all I'm saying.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
True. But you know how I feel about Draymond. I don't like it.
I do. I don't like him either.
I don't like him. I don't like the way the league treats him. I don't like the way the Warriors treat him. Let me scratch that. I like the way the league treats him. I don't like the way the Warriors treat him.
Well, he's going to clothesline Clay when they play their first game.
I'm not surprised if you do. But I hope he dropped 40 on him. Kesey, what is your thoughts on this? What is your thoughts on the Knicks with this trade being top 5 in the top 5?
Oh, I'm sorry. I misspoke. Joker is the last greatest second round pick.
Ooh.
Joker is.
But Kesey,
he went 41. If Bronny had them stats, he would have went first round.
We'll get there. Kesey, what do you think about Bridges?
Ooh, you hate Joker too?
Bridges going to the Knicks. Man, you just I ain't gonna lie to you real quick, Kesey. You making it hard for me to say you're not a Lakers fan / LeBron can't do no wrong. You make it hard. Let's put that out there. But go ahead.
Jalen Brunson also went second round.
The Knicks get better.
Top 5 in the East?
Definitely top 5 with that pickup. Especially if OG comes back healthy.
I think Jalen Brunson re-injured his hand, so I don't know if he's going to be good.
What you mean he re-injured it?
So they show on ESPN, him and Tyrese Halliburton were on WWF SmackDown on Friday night. And they showed a clip of Jalen Brunson getting in the ring, picking up a chair, and you can see him do like this to his hand. He's like he re-injured his hand. That's what the clip showed. And they ain't just showed that on ESPN for nothing. So,
I mean, the thing about that is this. I don't still. Go
ahead, Keith. What you gonna say?
He'll be straight by game.
That's in 3 months.
The Knicks are cursed.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't want to take that and be like, they're done.
I know. I'm just saying they are cursed because even though they make some good choices, it don't always pan out the way they wanted it to pan out. Ain't no different than the Carmelo Anthony and the Amari Stoudemire experiment. Everybody that in New York was excited about having Amari Stoudemire and Carmelo Anthony at the same time.
Oh, here we go. The New York Post says Jalen Brunson reassures that he is fine after SmackDown injury. Well, I'm just saying, we all saw it on ESPN, bruh. And the way you was baby in that hand.
All I know is this is wrestling.
Yeah, but injuries happen.
He just hurt it though, so I mean it ain't hard.
But he didn't have a cast on or anything. Is what I'm saying is.
Yeah, just had surgery.
What I'm saying
well,
is,
I see what you're saying.
I like Michael with the Knicks, but make no mistakes about it. The success of the New York Knicks is on the back of Jalen Brunson.
I think they didn't win that series because they don't have somebody like Michael Bridges. If they had him on the team, they win in that series.
No,
they're not. No, they're not.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Why not?
No.
Why not?
It's the Pacers' time.
Because I'm gonna tell you like this: Michael Bridges is not a game changer.
He's a role player.
He's a nice player, but he's not a game changer.
What was the Knicks' number one problem?
Think about
defense.
What was their?
They didn't win that.
It was the bigger problem than that. What was their biggest problem?
Shooting, scoring,
injuries.
Oh well, besides that,
Bridges played 82 games.
But you know what else was a problem?
Consecutively.
You know what else was a problem that nobody never noticed either?
What?
Size.
I get that.
They didn't get bigger.
They're
the same. They didn't get bigger.
You mean to tell me? Hold on a second. You mean to tell me?
And Brunson is a liability on defense because most of the guards that he play against are bigger than him.
I get you that.
Jason Hart is not that big.
Josh Hart, you mean?
Josh Hart.
My thing is this. Number one, they had I can't think of his last name. First name Isaiah. They
the
had
same thing with like you say, the white boy.
Yeah, the Isaiah White boy. Dwight Isaiah. He was solid.
DiVincenzo. He's size.
He's 6'7".
No,
He's
he's
6'6".
not. He's smaller than Steph Curry.
No, he's not.
He's 6'2", 6'3".
He's not no 6.
Look at that.
Okay, you know what? He might be like 6'3".
He's small.
He's probably 6'2". He might even be 6'1".
Oh, you want him as small as Bronny? You want everybody small as Bronny?
That's hilarious.
You must be excited about Bronny.
I'm actually happy for him because people are accusing Bron of nepotism, and I love it.
What is nepotism? For all the people who don't know.
Nepotism is using basically getting your family in and there's someone better. Favoritism. It's another word for favoritism of family. I just wanted
to hear you say it out loud so everybody in the world knew what you were talking about.
Favoritism
because
of family.
They've been debating about this all week. Like, is it a problem when doctors help their sons get in school?
Can we wait?
Is it a problem when
he's 6'4"?
He's 6'4". That ain't 6'7". That's a big difference, bro.
My apologies, 6'4".
That's a big.
It ain't 6'1". It ain't 6'2" either. 2 inches matter.
Better than your 3. No what?
No Diddy.
Is that a thing now?
Hey, it's been a thing. I will continue to say it.
I'm acting like I didn't even hear it because I didn't.
Wow.
I'm gonna have an interesting take this because I wanted Tone to say something about this, but he's not here right now. I think the New York Knicks was a top 5 team before this, but I think it makes them. I don't say guaranteed, but if they don't make the Eastern Conference Finals, I feel like there's going to be a disappointment.
Well, be ready to get disappointed because if PG go to the 76ers, be disappointed.
Well, obviously, if things work out, but if fifth was,
I get it.
So, but I mean, if we're just talking about for right now, I think they're top. They should be Eastern Conference Final bound. Now, who they'll face makes a big difference.
That's a lot of faith in
But I feel like,
you know what I like about you, Zeke? I'm gonna give you some praise here.
What?
You have a lot of confidence in role players, man.
I have a lot of confidence because that stuff matters.
But what did I tell you was gonna happen to the Knicks?
What?
It was gonna get injury because they run him into the ground like he did
Tom Thibodeau,
like
man.
He did D Rose. Me and Andre said that all season.
We've been saying it all season. I never say it wasn't true, but if you're gonna have somebody, this is the guy to have who's
you gonna earn that $54 million.
Exactly. And you're gonna pay. He needs somebody who's gonna play 82 games. Mikal Bridges is that guy.
Hopefully, because Tom Thibodeau run you ragged, Doc.
He does. Paul George has declined his 48.7 option and making him a free agent. He had met with the Clippers, 76ers, and the Magic. Also talks with the Clippers doing a sign and trade with Golden State. Where do you see PG landing? What is his best fit?
I can see PG. At this point in his career, I can see PG going to Golden State. I thought Philly had the best chance until I saw Golden State. If you put PG in with Steph, with Draymond, if you put him in that lineup, that is a potential championship roster right there. I can see Golden State.
Really quickly.
Hold up. I can see Orlando.
I don't.
Here's why. You gotta remember,
Florida
has no state taxes either. It's a warm climate and the potential. They're a young team that was pretty good, and if they can pull Clay and PG, that's a good look.
If they can pull both,
Clay's already said he'll go discount for the Lakers or the Clippers.
Exactly.
So you know what's interesting? Let me take all that back. Let me erase that. Rewind.
Okay.
I can see Clay and PG almost being a package deal.
They play the same position.
What does that mean? Clay's near the end of his career.
He's not that far.
Clay can also, the two can be interchangeable. One can play shooting guard and one can play small forward.
For Golden State?
I'm not talking. Clay's done in Golden State.
Are you talking about just in general?
I said I can see those. I can see one going where the other goes. So if PG re-signs with the Clippers, I can see Clay taking that pay cut to go to the Clippers. If PG goes to Philly, I can see Clay going to Philly. I can see them both in Orlando.
What makes you? Why, okay.
Because here's the thing. Here's why I say that. Because they're both meeting with these teams. Who's meeting with Orlando if you just don't want to get paid? PG wants a title. He ain't meeting with Orlando for no reason. There's something else happening that we're not privy to that would make that man take a meeting with Orlando.
Orlando got a lot of money.
They have a lot of money, but PG wants a title. PG's made money. Look, we're going in on his third. What is his? Keezy, look it up. This is going to be his 13th season.
Oh yeah, something like that.
So he wants a title.
14.
He's made money. 4th team. So that's why I said, why would he be taking a meeting with Orlando if we don't know something? Let me finish.
Go ahead.
If I'm PG, the best chance of winning the title, I'm going to Golden State. Golden State didn't offer Clay that title for a reason, bro. That contract for a reason.
Let me tell you something how disrespectful. We'll get in how disrespectful Golden State.
Here's some more breaking news.
Here we go.
Westbrook is on the trading block.
The
Clippers have made him available.
He's just signed a deal with them.
He's picked up his player option.
Really quickly. What? Really quickly.
Keep going.
No. Real quick. Tone.
What?
You text me. Villanova boys in the building.
Yes, I did.
What is your thoughts?
Are you back on the bandwagon?
Oh yeah, I'm here now. We home. We home, baby.
You want to buy my Knicks tickets in advance?
How much they going for?
First of all, Tone, don't fall for that. Second of all, Tone, are y'all top 5 in the East?
Yes.
Are y'all Eastern Conference Final bound?
Or bust?
Do we have a healthy Bucks?
Healthy Bucks. Team as constructed right now, these teams.
And y'all can beat the Bucks as constructed right now.
Sure. All right. So I don't want my Milwaukee people to think I don't love them, but yeah, bro. We going. We there.
The bandwagon fan is back, ladies and gentlemen.
Bandwagon fan.
This
is promise and hope.
You know what?
I asked my ex-lover that you need to fix a few things for us to work out. And they went and got the Villanova boys. I can't be mad at Bay for doing what I asked Bay to do.
You better hope. You better hope. Bay's Bay. What's that coach name? Tom Thibodeau don't run him into the ground.
Look, Thibodeau was a hard man to please, but we can get the job done.
All I know is this: y'all need to get rid of Randall. Okay, y'all got Bridges. Get rid of Randall. And hey, you get rid of Randall, I'm with you. I'm like, oh, they mean business. New York mean business. They get rid of Randall and get a big.
Hold on, free agency didn't.
You're right. You're right.
We've been talking about it. We've been breaking news all day.
But I just needed to hear Tone the fuck because he sent me the text right away.
You might enjoy this one. According to the latest news, the Bucks are moving on from Pat Beverly.
We'll see what. Oh well, that sucks, but I'm not surprised. Keesey, PG, playoff P. Where do you think he's gonna land, and where do you think his best fit is?
Playoff P. This is all antics. He's going back to the Clippers.
You think so?
This is all antics to make them pay him what he wants.
I can see that too.
I don't see him going anywhere because he's comfortable there.
He is from LA.
You know what I'm saying? Like, the only other option is
Golden State ain't that far.
Golden State,
Oakland is not that far,
or the Lakers in the same arena. But he doesn't want to play with LeBron.
Facts.
And I don't think he wants to play with Steph. Like, I don't think he's in that frame of playing with them in that same era. I think he wants
playing with Steph is different.
No,
it's not. It is.
You under the limelight. You just under the same type of limelight if you playing with LeBron. Steph is that dude.
You know it's different though. You know it's different.
What's the difference?
Don't make me say it. I don't want to say it.
Say it. What's the difference?
Steph makes people better.
I wasn't even gonna say that. I was gonna say Steph is
LeBron makes people better. Did you not see Dellavedova contract?
Steph.
Let's not go back there that the Bucks paid him $55 million.
Some days is over.
Filthy animals.
Those days are over. Let's just cut to the crap here. LeBron James is very assertive with the ball. He has to have the ball in his hand. He need control. He needs control of the offense, so on and so forth. Steph Curry is like, hey man, get in where you fit in. This what you like to do? That's cool with me because I'm gonna get mine. Don't worry about it.
But it's not.
So when you talk about having somebody,
hold on, before you go he don't got to deal with Steph energy. You know who the real lion in the room is?
Draymond. You know, he offensive. Don't nobody. I get it. In today's NBA,
I don't see Paul George able to handle
that type of offense.
The way Draymond talks shit to them. I'ma just keep it a buck.
He a little sensitive.
He a little sensitive.
He like KD.
Who a little sensitive?
Paul George.
Paul George.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. I was gonna get there.
He can't handle that energy that Draymond's going to bring to him when he's messing up or when he's being playoff P.
You know what the funny thing is? Here's the thing to me, and towards your point, when you get somebody like playoff P, who is a diluted version of KD,
should the Bucks go after? I'm sorry. Should the Bucks go after Westbrook?
No.
Okay.
So when you
someone just text watching the show and say, "What you think, Dre?" I said, "Let me ask the crew."
Well, you're gonna say that for Bucks talk.
I'm sorry,
but you need to get your
shut up.
You need to get it out there. Stephen B on up. Stephen B. But I feel like when you have somebody that's like a Stephen B. When you have somebody like a PG who's a little diluted version of KD. He's gonna even
give
shrink.
Him that much credit.
Yeah, he'll even shrink even further when it comes to Draymond. Like KD has a who you think you're talking to. I'll just leave. Like he'll leave. He'll be like, I'll leave. Like if you talk about KD as a beta, we talk about KD as a beta all the time. PG is even worse to me. He's not gonna go.
I think the difference is KD,
but working with Steph. I think it's a perfect.
I think PG also knows he's not a star of the team anymore. He's
cool with not being a star of the team, though.
And I think that's why it would fit with Golden State. I think that's his best chance of winning the title.
I mean, to answer my own question.
Because he's been with the Clippers how long now? 8 seasons? Has it been that long?
7.
He's been with the Clippers a long time.
I don't think he's been with the Clippers that long. He's been 13 years. He's been with them like 3 or 4.
Well, here's the thing.
Because he's at OKC.
PG, your window is closing by the minute. Right, and the best opportunity.
I think if he here's my thing.
Hold up, let me finish. The best opportunity for him to get a title right now will be with Golden State. Because let's be honest. As much as we love Embiid, bro, don't nobody trust them knees.
No, I think if you want to win a championship,
he was with the Pacers from 20 to 2017. That's 7 seasons. Oklahoma City 17 to 19. That's 9 seasons. 19 to present.
You said 17 to what?
2010 to 2017 was with the Pacers. That's 7 seasons. 2017 to 2019, OKC. So that's 9 seasons.
Okay.
And then the Clippers 2019 to present. So what's that? 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is 15 season.
Yeah.
So wait a minute. So you're saying in year 15, Paul can get a supermax deal, Marquise Keefsey. You're saying he can get $60 million from the Clippers and still try to win a sip in year 15?
You want to answer that question? My thing is this. Here's my thing. Going back to Kesey's point.
Wait. LeBron just finished what? Year what?
21.
Year 20.
Year 20.
And he's taking a pay cut to The report came out that he is willing to take a pay cut for the Lakers to sign more talent. And Clay is at the top of the list.
But if they don't, guess what? How much he asking for?
He's going to get 60 a year.
Thank you.
He's gonna get
60, my thing is this.
But he's LeBron.
Hold
on. George is no LeBron.
Hold on a second, though. Can PG be a heavy contributor to a championship team?
It hasn't happened with the Clippers.
I'm saying, can he? Yes or no?
Potentially. Because the Clippers a championship team built or not on paper?
Yes, fully healthy championship team, but they can't get healthy, and that's not PG.
Paul George hasn't played a full season in how many years?
He has played a full season.
And how many?
Nobody's playing 82 games. Nobody's playing 82 games.
Don't
Dre,
do that.
Nobody's playing 82 games. You know that. Dre, nobody's playing 82 games, and you know that. Don't do that. If you're playing over 65 games, that's a full season.
If I'm PG, I'm going to the best chance to win the title and make a little money.
I'm saying
do a 4-year deal with Golden State for 4 years, 160. Take 40 a year. Why would for a chance at a title with Steph? You're not taking a 4-year. Okay,
we're talking about PG, not CP3.
Are you taking, if I'm Paul George and Golden State offers you 4 years, 160 to 180, you're not taking that? At year 15, Injury prone.
I'll counter
Hold
that.
up. We all agreed. Injury prone. Injury prone. Year 15. 15. And you're a small forward, so you can own that position.
We'll get there.
Yeah, we'll get there, ETV. Good looking out. And you're eyeing a title. If you're PG, Mark Kesey, pay attention to us.
I'm listening.
You are so unfocused today.
No, go ahead.
I'm listening.
I'm a counter.
Paul George, do you take that deal for $40 to $50 million a year to go to Golden State for a chance to win the title?
I'll counter. 5 years. No, 4 year, 200, 220. We can negotiate that last 20. Philly.
The Clippers are
Philly.
They are not offering that man $55 million a year. They can't.
4 years.
They can't.
He's eligible. 4 years.
He's not.
2.
You're right. He can only
4
get 4
years,
years, but he can't get a fifth. You're
4
right.
years, 220. We can negotiate the 200, 220. Philly.
With no championship aspirations.
That's championship aspirations. We got Maxey and you got Embiid.
They're here.
And PG takes the weight off Embiid, and it's you and Maxey.
Okay. Who do you?
Maxey gonna get you 2 games.
Before you answer this, let me counter with another question.
So
hold up, PC.
Hold on. Let me ask you this before you know. He's unrestricted, right?
He is unrestricted. So let me ask you this.
So it doesn't have to be a sign and trade.
It does not, but it would help. It would help the Clippers. But why would any team want to help him? Let me ask you this: is he leaving the Clippers? Yes or no, Kesey?
No.
So then you don't even need to answer the question then, because you don't even need to answer it because you said he's re-signed with the Clippers.
I just want you to know that my deal was better. He was going to go about it. That's why you said that. That's why you asked that question.
But to be honest, with
if you had to pick, say the Clippers were off the table, whose deal are you taking?
If I'm PG, I'm either taking 40 from the Warriors for 4 years, or 50 from the Sixers for 4 years.
Oh, you gonna make them pay?
Which team, other than money, which team gives PG seriously a better shot at the title?
That's a good question.
Philly.
Wow.
I like Steph and them.
Wow.
But Draymond's on his way out. Steph has lost a step or two. He ain't like the old Steph, you know what I mean? Because he pick up injuries like everybody else now. As you know, because he didn't in the playoffs, what happened?
All I know is this: if you take the weight off, PG can take the weight off a superstar.
My thing is, hold on, but my thing is though, if you those superstars, if you're Steph and you're Embiid, how are you? I'm saying you're Embiid, you're Steph.
Yeah.
How are you going to convince me to come to you, or how are you going to convince me to come to you?
4 championships.
What are you going to say?
No championships.
But tell me your roster though.
Warm weather, horrible weather.
Explain your roster to me.
Coaching, 4th coach. Championship pedigree, no championship pedigree. Right? Hold up. No. He asked me. Defensive player of the year that's still a walking double-double. A mercy MVP because he cried his way when we all know Joker should have had 4. This is all I'm saying. You can't hear me out, and I'm gonna be done because we got a lot more to talk about in this really, really long episode that I love. Way to end the season. You can't pay PG and pay Maxey next year. You can't.
Why not?
Because Philly has
I'm tell you why. Because
Philly, wait. When y'all just talking about the baby Iverson statue, you think they gonna pay?
Guess who getting ready to come off the books?
Who?
Tobias.
True.
So there's money.
Now,
76ers just signed Drummond.
They signed Drummond.
And so is that?
What was that, like 2.2?
It's like 10.
10. So,
million.
that makes it really one.
Now, hold on. Here's the thing. Here's the thing for this to do: say to crush all that.
Drummond's a double-double.
He is.
Crush all that.
Quietly, he is.
I'm going to say this to crush all that. We're in the Eastern Conference. What I need to say? You don't have to see LeBron. You don't have to see.
Because they ain't going to the
You
finals.
don't have to see. You don't have to see Kawhi. You don't have to see the Joker. They have the Eastern Conference. We're in top 5 every single year. Top 3. If Embiid is playing hard, we're top 3.
But you got to go against Boston.
Listen, Current
And
roster.
we're cool with that.
Come on,
We're cool
no,
with
you're
that.
not. No, you're not.
We're cool with that.
No, you're not.
So you're
But
cool.
we're a top 3 team.
So you're cool.
Casey, we're a top 3 team every year.
Hold on, but you're cool with going through a younger Tatum and Brown duo.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis, ain't no telling what the Bucks are going to do this year, and Dame.
Mm-hmm.
And that little monster in the New York Knicks that just got established.
Mm-hmm.
On top of the Pacers are going to be back, and they're young.
We're a top.
You're older.
We're a top 3 team every single year.
On top of everybody in the West is old.
We're a top 3 thing every year. We're top 3 every year.
Only team you got to really worry about in the West that's young is Minnesota.
You think we worried about Minnesota?
And the Golden State, if they sign PG, won't be worried about them either.
If you're PG and you're just trying to decide where to go,
That's what you know.
all you got to do is run through some old schools over there.
I
Either
don't
run against
think-
some old schools or the young schools.
I don't think PG is re-signing with the Clippers because he wouldn't be taking these meetings.
I think he is.
Because they could have just offered him flat out. Here's an extension.
So the reason why this is going on because the Clippers offered him some, but they didn't offer him enough years, and he was like, he wanted a 4-year like Kawhi, but he was like, we can give you a 3. Like you said before, a lot of players are leaning towards more longer contracts.
If he finishes, that takes him into 19 seasons.
Yeah.
So
my thing is this: if you talk about, that was fun, but my thing is when you talk about your career and wanting to win a championship, I think either one of those teams,
You say what?
either one of those teams, you're in championship contention.
I am. What are you talking about?
I'm just countering what you said.
But either one of those teams, you're in championship contention. If you go with Golden State, you're in championship contention. And it makes them a contender. I think it turns them around to turn into a contender.
Tobias is a free agent.
Tobias is a free agent. They're sick and tired of him. They paid him a long time ago, and when Jimmy said y'all pay him over me, they was like, "Oh, we did."
Bucks, go after him.
Who?
Tobias is still a major contributor to a team.
We'll get there.
Man, what?
But my thing is,
twisted.
PG, this is
where's Brian Horst in all this? I'm sorry, Zeke. Where the heck is our GM in all this?
Our luxury tag is going to hit hard.
Oh well, we get the NASA's off the book. That's nepotism when it doesn't work.
I can't wait to talk about this.
So where you got him going? You didn't answer.
Okay, to me, honestly, feel like he's going to go back to the Clippers.
Okay, I got Golden State. Or Philly.
You know what? Let me retract this. I'm looking at who I'm talking about here. He's real fickle.
Yeah, he is.
I got him going to Golden State.
Okay.
I have him making the wrong decision by going to Golden State.
I got him going to Golden State or the Sixers.
But to me, his best fit would be in Philly. I feel like the best will be in Philly. But because of the Klay Thompson situation, he can fit. I feel like him and Andrew Wiggins would be a very hard combination. A very underrated hard combination.
Him and who?
Him and Wiggins.
Wiggins is on the trading block.
He is, but you got to keep Wiggins down. If you sign PG, you got to keep Wiggins.
Or do you sign Tobias in PG?
Tobias is unreliable. That's why Philly don't like him.
I don't think that's why. I don't think that's
Tobias
why.
is on his way to a veterans minimum or close to it. Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I think Tobias can get 15
He was
to
dropping
20.
in the playoffs. He was dropping this.
There's a lot of free agents out here.
He's very inconsistent. That's
very inconsistent. That's why Philly don't like him. Anyways, Klay Thompson has hit free agency after him and Golden State couldn't come to an agreement. Lakers, Clippers, 76ers are looking at Klay along with the Magic. Where does Klay go? And my thing is this. I posed this question on social media. I'm posing it to the table now. Is Klay Thompson less valuable than Draymond Green? I think I said this last week. This is still blowing my mind.
Yeah.
A shooter.
Here's why.
He had a bad year. Hold on, real quick. He had a bad year. I get it. The year before that, it was bad. He was hurt. The year before that, it was hurt.
I think before you go too far away from the Philly, hold up. No. Before you go too far away, you have to also remember Maxi's a restricted agent, so Philly has to offer him something.
Yeah, they got to give him big bucks.
And if they don't offer him a big deal, another team can come right in and swoop him up. So again, I say
they will though.
Paying PG, paying him, paying MB.
Well, those are problems back in the day. Those are future issues.
Okay, whatever you say, Doc.
Those are future issues.
So,
we're talking about right now.
To answer your question, Draymond is more valuable than Klay. Here's why. Because he is still a defensive stopper. Draymond Green, like him or not, is a defensive anchor. He is still a top defensive player in the NBA. He is the best defensive player on Golden State, and he is their dog.
Do the problems outweigh the success?
No, they won 4 championships. They won 4 championships.
I hate when you say that because
it's true.
You say it like it's because of Draymond Green. You have
KC
one.
Said it
You have one of the greatest
Draymond
shooters.
Green is the heart and what of Golden State.
He's the heart and soul of Golden State. I'll say it.
Bottom line,
he's the heart and soul.
He is a defensive anchor.
Hold on a second, real quick.
He's 10 and 10.
Hold on a second.
Sometimes he's 10 and 20.
Whoa.
Okay, 10 and 15.
Thank you.
He's not quite Dennis Rodman.
Okay, but my thing is this.
He's one of the few. He's one of the few true defensive players left in our sport.
Golden State is. I look at the Golden State. I'm gonna compare them to. Pump your brakes before I say this. I'm comparing him to the 3-headed monster in Chicago.
Rodman, Pippen, and Jordan.
Thank you. Or even Horace Grant. When you take away one, you ruin the set.
You don't, because Clay hasn't done anything in 2 years.
He's older.
No, I think it's mental.
Do they or do they not oil him the loyalty? Come on, Clay, work with us.
They tried.
He said no. I just want a longer term deal. I can take less money.
He said no. It's over. It's over.
The Clay experience is over.
It's over.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
This ain't bogus.
I'm gonna tell you.
No, it's not.
I very rarely stick up for
no.
Like
there's no loyalty. You watch Power. There's no loyalty in this game. Basketball ain't nothing but power, but in the scheme of sports,
loyalty is out the window.
No loyalty.
Okay, loyalty is out the window. But
I hate the fiber of my soul that you compare the NBA to power. Go ahead, Keith. The fiber.
It's a big rich time.
No. The fiber of my being. He just compared. Go ahead, Keith. Go ahead, because he just compared.
Okay,
it's a big rich time.
Go ahead. I can't believe. Go ahead. With the fiber of my being. I hate he just did that. Go ahead.
Question to y'all is, though, thinking about it, if you Clay, how do you get back at Golden State?
You score 50 on him.
You score 50.
I didn't say 50. 50 is out of range. 40.
I think you rejuvenate your career, and I think Clay can do it. I just think the
rejuvenate it how?
I'm sorry.
Rejuvenated how?
I don't think Clay is missing a step. I just think the issue of his contract was a big distraction for him.
I agree with you.
I just think it was a big distraction.
I agree with you.
Him.
So get him signed. You keep that. They have already made it clear we want to keep this 3 together.
Well, not anymore.
By trading Poole, by getting rid of the new guys that they were brought in to keep these 3 together.
But you bring in and
he's the one that's got to go.
You bring in PG, who damn near shows up the same amount, and you want to give him max money,
and he's in. That's why I said PG don't get no max deal.
You want to give me nickels and dimes? I'm going to LA on purpose.
So we're not hearing anything about DeMar DeRozan. We're not hearing anything about OG Anunoby. We're not hearing.
OG already signed
with the Knicks.
Yeah.
Oh, he signed it. I'm just going on the latest NBA report.
OG already signed. DeMar DeRozan said he waiting on what PG gonna do.
Yeah,
gonna make his decision.
James Harden's off the table. KCP has a player option. Clay, obviously, we hearing about Tobias.
So where does Clay go then?
Don't forget, Tyrese Jones is still out there.
Come on, man, stop it. Clay, where does Clay Thompson go?
I told you already. I think it's gonna. I think him and PG will play together. I don't unless PG signs with the Warriors. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. If I'm Clay, it depends. If he's going after money, he's going with Orlando because Orlando will give him 4 years, $100 million.
No problem,
right? But if I'm trying to win and go discount, I might playing with LeBron and Anthony Davis.
That's how you get back.
It's about going to the Lakers.
You looking for the answer?
I know. My thing is like, if I'm Clay, I'm pissed right now. So my only way of getting back at you, the only thing, light skins are more dirty.
His feelings is hurt.
Yeah, they're more liable to get petty with you.
Yeah,
I'm going to LA. I get to be with my father.
Facts.
And across the water.
And I get to stay in my home.
You going Clippers or you going Lakers?
I'm going Lakers. He ain't going Clippers.
He ain't going no Clippers.
Don't nobody want to go.
James Harden.
That's true.
They don't want to go there. Don't nobody want to play with them.
There's no legacy there. He can play where Kobe played. He can play with LeBron. He can play with AD. And hold up, we're overlooking that the Lakers, other than drafting Bronny, their pick was actually pretty good. He's the best shooter in the draft.
He was.
And the Lakers are missing shooting. And here's the thing: Clay doesn't have to
do that though.
Listen to me. Clay doesn't have to be Steph. Clay can get 12 to 15 and be perfect.
Hold on.
He'll be
perfect for the Lakers. D'Angelo Russell.
No. Ray Allen.
That's good.
He'll be better than Ray, though.
That's good.
Because think of it like this. Think of all those shots like Taurean Prince got. And what's the other dude who was shooting all the damn bricks?
Kevin Porter signs with the Clippers.
Who?
Kevin Porter Jr.
No, he did.
Yeah, he did.
Whoever it is.
You talking about from the Denver Nuggets, Kevin Porter Jr.?
Kevin Porter Jr. signs a 2-year deal with the Los Angeles Clippers.
He was
Kevin Porter.
No, he didn't.
That's not Kevin Porter in Denver. That's Michael Porter Jr.
That's Michael Porter Jr.
Michael Porter Jr.
Kevin Porter Jr. from the Rockets.
I was just going to say he had to be with the Rockets.
The Rockets.
He was over there with Martin and them. Remember he was young?
Yep.
With them young dudes.
I thought he was on his rookie deal.
No, they've been 3 years now.
Signed with the Clippers.
Oh, okay. All right.
But like if I'm Clay, I'd rather go to LA.
Because here's the thing. We got to remember with these players, and you like to call them light skins because you racist. But
he is light skinned.
They know.
Is he not light skinned?
Call the man Clay. Who's really leaving California to go to a cold to Philly? Though as bougie and as trash talking as he is, going to Philly, no. He's going to go to an LA team or a Florida team. Orlando or the Lakers are my picks.
But do I go to Orlando and we stank it up for a while?
It depends on what he's chasing. He's after money. Remember, he wants financial security, bro.
I don't think he needs the money.
He don't need it, but he wants it.
But what if the Lakers offer him enough more years, but the same amount of money?
The Lakers have the report from Woj has already said that Clay is willing to come in at a mid-level exception for 12 or 13 million a year to play with the Lakers.
Because Bron is willing to let go of some money.
He should.
Oh, this is a dude that beat up his girlfriend at the Clippers sign. I'm sorry. I'm trying to see who it was.
You knew all the negative behavior.
That's how you want to expose him?
That's how you want to
You didn't say nothing good about him first.
You could just say this.
I didn't know who he was until
So why you didn't say something good first?
Why
like
you just say who?
Like, oh, he had a good season last year, but he also
did have a good season until he beat up his girlfriend. He gave her
you
a
didn't say
1-2.
that. You didn't say that part first, though.
Did you see her face?
You said, "Oh, that's the dude who beat up his girlfriend."
Did you see her face? Did you see her face?
Yeah.
Okay. He gave her a nice 1-2.
Dang.
A nice 2-piece with a biscuit.
But that's what they say.
Did you see her face? I didn't see what you said. What you heard she said. Did you see her face?
Don't fall for it, Casey. Don't take the bait.
That was a thigh, leg, and a biscuit.
They're gonna have you. They're gonna paint you as a woman hater. Don't do it.
I'm not a woman hater.
No, I didn't say you were. I said, Casey, don't take the bait.
That's true. That's a 2-piece of biscuit and coleslaw.
Move on.
He's like, did you want some more?
See, where is Clay signing?
He's signing with. He's signing the opposite of where PG goes. If PG goes to Philly, go say work out a deal. If
Clay is off the table.
Yes, no, he's not. He's an unrestricted free agent. He can come back.
They ended talks.
They did. But if PG goes to Philly, hey Clay, hey man, I'm sorry. Let's talk. How many years you trying to get? Let's not be a fool.
I don't think
don't be a fool. Because don't let your pride get you in the bottom of the barrel.
Okay, so look at it like this: when that happens, when talks stop, that means that the GM is done. Now, the only person that can convince Clay to come back now
is Clay.
The Steph.
No. Ownership. The owners got to come meet with Clay now.
So
whatever the owner's doing, they got to stop whatever they're doing and come talk to him, because now the GM can't get the deal done. Clay is basically told this right now is saying Clay is saying right now, I'm done talking to y'all GM. Either you come see me or I'm signing with somebody else.
Mike Dunleavy Jr.
Are you okay?
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when I really think about it, PG is going. His path is going to direct a couple people's path.
Of course.
Like
because some people
DeRozan,
aren't even
Klay
being spoken
Thompson.
to right now because it's the PG Klay Thompson market now.
Just like with OKC Thunder when he signed with them.
I mean, just like with LeBron, the whole free agency was taken hostage that year because people thought Bron was leaving.
That's true.
But here's the thing: does PG and Klay Does that end tonight, or do they play this thing out? Does it go into the week? Does it go into the 4th?
What's today? Today is Sunday. I say by Thursday we have a PG signing.
Okay.
I say by Thursday.
What about a Clay signing?
Clay signs right after.
Before the end of the night, we have a PG.
I agree.
You said by the end of the night?
PG's gonna sign in the midnight hour.
Let me trip.
In the midnight hour.
This is we in a panic right now. I say Tuesday. Tuesday at the latest. Today's Sunday. I say Tuesday at the latest.
Let's roll. Let's keep going.
LeBron James has declined his $51.4 million option to become a free agent. James is willing, as we talked about before, James is willing to take a pay cut if the Lakers land an established playmaker or big man. James Harden is off the free agency. He signed with the Clippers. Got Klay Thompson, and you got Valanciunas. Is that what it is?
Oh, from New Orleans?
From the New Orleans
Pelicans. Yeah.
Who should the Lakers be looking to pair with LeBron James and Anthony Davis? I think the obvious answer is Klay Thompson. But if they sign big man from New Orleans, I'll be cool with that too. I ain't gonna hold you.
If I'm LA,
because that gives Anthony Davis free up to be power forward.
If I'm LA, this is what I'm doing right now.
All right. I'm glad you hold on real quick. I'm glad you stepped in. We knew you was gonna say something first because you were.
To be honest with you, if I'm LA, I'm going to take that Bucks trade for Brook.
Wait, who are they offering us for Brook?
Yeah, for us.
That's what they haven't said yet.
They have some draft.
So I'm guessing this.
We're gonna get into that.
So I'm guessing it's probably one of the young dudes and some picks.
Beauchamp.
And no, the Lakers giving up some picks for Brook.
Well, let me get there.
Because the Bucks are offering you a center that can shoot and defend.
But he's old.
So the rest of the Lakers. He fits right in.
Go ahead, Houston.
I'm taking that Brook deal. I give up Max Christie.
He already signed a 4-year deal.
They can do a sign and trade.
Who?
Christie. Lakers offered him a 4-year deal.
They can do a sign and trade.
Okay.
I give the Bucks somebody young, and maybe Christian Woods for Brook.
Christian Woods already played here.
But the Bucks need somebody younger. He's younger than Brook. He can also shoot the three.
I got a quick question for you. Do you get the crack cocaine fresh off the boat, or do you just like wait for it to kind of like settle in?
What you mean?
Christian Wood.
So here are the players.
Who else you gonna get?
Here are the players. I got you.
Who would you rather want? Jackson Hayes or Max Christie?
Per Sham.
Wood?
Neither.
Listen, these are the players that are.
But the Bucks don't have a choice right now.
Yes, they do. These are the players that are linked to the trade. D'Angelo Russell, Hashimura, Vanderbilt, and Gabe Vincent are all linked to this trade for Brook.
And I say Gabe goes first because
Gabe was with us already.
Gabe who?
He wasn't with us. He was with Miami.
Wasn't Gabe with us?
He was in Miami.
Didn't he play with us that year and had?
No, he was with Miami that put the pause on us.
He put the pause on us. I hate that fact that he did put pause on us.
Most people have a career night against us. That's what Keith's been saying for years.
I don't want Gabe Vincent. I'll see what he can do.
But I already know that's who the Lakers are going to offer first. They're probably going to offer Rui and Gabe and a draft pick for Brook.
I'll take it. I'll take Hashimura
because my thing is with the Lakers.
Give me Hashimura and D'Angelo.
The only reason the Lakers are probably going to get rid of Gabe is because they drafted Bronny, and they need some minutes for him. Gabe is going to want some minutes. You think I'm playing? You think Gabe don't want minutes?
Gabe do want minutes. We'll almost hit you with both these microphones. Are you telling me?
Brody on a practice squad.
We didn't even get to this. Are you telling? Because that's how outrageous that statement was. Are you telling me Bronny James is going to be taking minutes away from a veteran?
Well, they got a rookie coach. Who knows?
And I heard he don't like D'Lo. So
and remember too. Remember who they're picking up. They're considering adding Rajon Rondo as an assistant coach that can help Bronny's game. I don't think it's going to help the Lakers, but.
Jesus,
see what I did there?
Jesus can't help Brian.
So if I'm the Bucks, I like Hashimura and Angelo because it's a 1-year rental.
I do like that.
And he can shoot a little bit every other game.
And we always down for some international fan base.
So,
All right. Because of time, we're gonna get into this. This past week was the NBA, was the 2024 NBA draft. Some noticeable pickups. The Atlanta Hawks had the number 1 draft pick. They picked up this French black dude.
If you don't say the name, how are we supposed to know who they are?
What's his name? Zachary Rashada? He said you're better at this. What's his name?
Zachary what?
Where's it at? Show me.
You talking about the number one
really
pick?
quickly.
You talking about the number 1 pick, Zach?
Yeah.
I don't know because I don't know him.
I just got some news. KCP signed with Orlando for $86 million.
How many years?
I think it was 4. Hold on, let me just double check real quick. Oh my God.
That opens the door for PG and Clay.
40, he signed for 3 years, $66 million.
Told you.
Oh my God.
Told you.
22
Told
million.
you.
What I say he was worth? 18 to 22. I said it. 18 to 22.
I told you. Money. He's after that bag and that extra year. It's always about that extra year, man. Players want that money to stretch.
I'm not gonna sit here and dog a dude for whoever he wants to whoever he wants to go. Like chase the bag. I get it. But for you to go to Orlando, it's clearly about the bag. When you go to Orlando, you're clearly about the bag.
Dude, Orlando's not a bad team, bro.
It's not a bad team, but
and then if they could get PG and Clay,
is the goal not to? You know what? I think they pitched him to that too. Hey, we're gonna get Clay.
We're going for Clay. We're going for
okay.
PG.
Real quick, the Atlanta Hawks picked up the number 1 draft pick. What was his name, Keezy?
I don't even know how to say their name because I have not practiced it like I normally do. But to be honest with you, he averaged 10 points, so I really don't care. And he was the number 1 pick.
He was.
Zachary Rashire.
He's a French African-American.
I'm going to tell you, man, this draft was so hard to watch. Let's just get to it. Let's just talk about Bronny's second round. Because this draft, none of these notable picks were anything worth talking about.
Here's a couple things real quick. First 2 draft picks was French dudes. Be honest with you, they didn't really do anything. They just 7 foot, and their teams picked them up. The last 4 though, I actually do want to talk about these guys. You got Minnesota Timberwolves picked up Ronnie Dillingham, who's a solid PG. I hear he's young, but he's solid. Him under Mike Conley can get him better acquainted in the future. Maybe like 2 years, he'll be a solid point guard.
What's his name?
His name is Rob Dillingham.
Who?
Former player of the year.
Who?
Former player. Memphis Grizzlies got Zach Eneman.
Who?
Don't do that.
No, do it. Do it.
Really?
Who?
Mike Jones.
You need to make that a sound thing.
Okay, so what about Jared McClain?
Who?
The dude who be paying his noise.
Zeke. This draft was horrible.
Okay, can we talk about the Lakers pick?
Well, their pick was okay.
Who?
Bronny, you know Bronny name.
Who?
You know, bro.
Everybody from this draft class is who to me this year, until proven.
You know what? I did this draft did get summed up in a
who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read it.
You know?
Is that to do what you just added?
Yeah, I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Who are they? Keezy is who?
I'm just like who?
Wait, do it one more time.
Who? Mike?
Wait.
This is summed up the 2024 draft.
Who are these niggas? I cried laughing when I read it.
You know? Who are they? I don't know who they are. I'm sorry.
I don't either.
I don't know if that makes
and I watch college ball.
I don't know if that makes us bad.
In fact, no.
I'm sorry.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Wasn't the first 4 picks all overseas?
Just the first 2.
I don't say like
the third pick was San Antonio's. He was from somewhere. I forgot where.
Pretty sure he's from Paris.
But now let's get into the meat and potatoes of this. As predicted by Isaiah Moore, aka Zeke, aka point guard, aka me.
It was predicted by everybody. Shut up.
I was predicted this 3 months ago.
Okay, Zeke.
Don't make me pull a clip. In the second round, with the 55th pick, the Los Angeles Lakers have drafted Bronny James. That's special. Now, really quickly, before we get into this, nepotism exists. Nepotism exists in all industries. I am not a hater against nepotism. I can say I enjoy it. I just it is what it is.
You agree with it?
Yeah, per se.
You agree with it? It is what it is.
It is what it is. I don't want to say agree. Agree's wrong. I'll just say it is what it is. One of those things was like it happens, just like white men doing black people dirty.
My only problem with this though is it's not as publicized for other people as it is for him, as them.
That's the way you're going with this? That's what you're going with this?
You could have said so many different things.
Because there's so many different people who have used this to their advantage.
Not like this.
How not?
Because
how the hell do you think Austin Rivers stayed in the league so long?
True.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
No, I'm going to do this because if you're going to call out the Lions, bringing in their sheeps, call out all of them.
I'm gonna call them out.
Call them all out.
Here's the thing about that.
That's my problem. Like
Giannis, Mike Dudley v. Senior. No, you said call them out. I'm about to. Giannis, Mike Dudley v. Senior, Doc Rivers. Stop it. Bill Walton. Those are different. Bill Walton, bro.
Those are different.
Bill Walton.
Rest in peace to the late Bill.
Those are different.
Stop it.
Those are different.
Rest in peace to the late Bill, but they did.
Bruh, Bill Walton. Luke Walton is the poster child for privilege and nepotism.
Those are different.
Or what about the
those are different.
Or what about what's the coach that will interview for the Lakers? What's his name? The one that just interviewed for the Lakers. His son sitting on the bench, so we don't even get off the bench on the squad. He's just there. Average 0.2.
Talking about Doug Lee, not Doug Lee.
What's the coach? The Lakers they interviewed him and he turned down the job.
Oh, from the college?
Yeah.
College. It wasn't him. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
His son.
I got you.
Anyways, but the point is this. I'm saying this. That's what I'm saying.
It goes on all across the world, but nobody talks about it.
You know why though? You know why, QC.
And it wasn't.
QC, I know you know why though.
But hold on. It'd be more like it if it was some goddamn players that was worth talking about it for.
Angry. I have never.
If it was some players in this draft that were worth talking about it for,
Gary Payton,
I would.
Scottie Pippen,
but
none of them players should be in the NBA. Come on, bro.
But at the end of the day, the number one pick in this NBA draft averaged 10.9 points a game.
And hold up, let me
the
go.
The Bucks pick averaged 2.9.
2.9 and went first round.
And you're talking about the 55th pick by the Los Angeles Lakers because he had cardiac arrest and had to make a readjustment to his lifestyle.
Rick Barry, Greg Anthony, Mike Bibby, Manute Bol. No. You asked me, so I'm doing it.
Dre. All those people average more than 2.5 a game. Stop it. Stop it. Y'all gonna make me this person. Austin Rivers was balling. Stop it. Y'all gonna make me this person?
The Nassus.
Austin Rivers was balling.
Austin Rivers was balling in Duke. He was balling in high school.
The Nassus.
Stop it.
The Nassus.
Y'all gonna make me this person.
The Nassus.
Was he balling in the league though?
The Nassus.
I didn't say
he's very angry, y'all.
I never said
he hates LeBron.
I don't hate LeBron.
Never said. Hold on. Let me finish. Never said he didn't deserve to go to the NBA. I said you didn't talk about it. You didn't.
Larry Drew.
You're right.
You missing my point.
Your point
Richard Dumars.
Austin
Rivers was college ready.
And I'm still naming them.
He was not NBA ready.
Patrick Ewing Jr.
He got NBA ready. When he came in the league, he sat on the bench and didn't move for the first 2 or 3 years.
AJ Griffin, the kid of
he was a journeyman. Did that happen?
Adrian Griffin Jr. I'm still naming them.
My thing is this.
So the Nassus.
Ron Harper
you
Jr.
That roster spot?
Who?
The Nassus.
Gerald Henderson Jr.
How he earned it? What has he done to earn it?
I'm not saying this guy isn't trash.
No.
I'm not saying he's not trash. But
y'all talking about a young kid whose ceiling has not even been reached yet. You don't even know what his ceiling is.
His son is somebody who is too short. He is too short. He can't. All he can do is jump, and that gets you nowhere.
You shall see. You ain't even gave him a chance to see yet.
So this is what I'm going to say. Now that Zeke then lost his voice and got all emotional.
I'm not emotional.
You are very emotional.
Yeah,
you did. You're gonna look at this clip. You gonna look at this clip and say, "Man, I was emotional."
I probably was. Love of the game.
Listen, no. Hate for LeBron more than love of the game. Let me say this because you already yelled. So let me have
I
my.
didn't get to finish what I wanted to say.
Because you was over here yelling.
Kesey went on the whole.
You was like you was breaking up with somebody.
No, Kesey was on a whole. He deserve a chance. Y'all don't even know what he capable of.
Hold
y'all
up.
talking
Zeke,
about this
no.
dude like he.
Zeke,
and
stop.
then you gonna bring up out
Stop.
of all people,
Zeke.
Austin Rivers.
Zeke. That was a bad call. But Zeke.
Out of all people,
Zeke.
Austin Rivers, you gonna bring up?
Zeke.
You're just naming people whose fathers are in the league.
And
because the whole thing is this.
I'm naming people who got in based on nepotism and they suck. I didn't name Austin Rivers. And he did. Every player I named sucked.
And every player you named
sucked.
Did not suck. Did they average 20 points in college? No, they did not.
Okay.
My thing
is
this.
Okay.
Even Jordan's son
sucked.
Averaged 8 points a game.
Sucked.
Did he get to the league?
Yes.
No, he didn't.
Well, G League.
He did, but he got waived.
He got waived. He got drafted.
He got
drafted. His name called.
Yeah.
And he got waived.
It's going to happen to Bronny in 3 years when LeBron retires.
No. Bronny James is going to be on a 12-man roster, and we're going to be hoping and praying they put him in the game for what? A moment. Look at this. For the first time in NBA history, we got LeBron James and Bronny James on the game at the same time. Oh, my God, let's give it to him. He's going to get a standing ovation. This is not a basketball move. This is a celebration move. This is an entertainment move. This is a business move. Yes.
Okay, Paul Pierce.
The NBA is business.
Paul Pierce, we get it.
Don't act like Bronny James is not, hey, I want to see these two on the court at the same time for a moment. And pray to God that LeBron James get a steal. His son coming down the lane right behind him. He throw it back to his son. He throw a lob. We creating the whole Dwayne LeBron James cock back moment all over again. But let me tell you something. If you think it was hard for Lonzo Ball when he came into the league, it's going to be 20 times harder for Bronny James. And then on top of that, he's not going to be able to handle it.
You don't know that. Okay, now are you done going off like LeBron broke your heart?
They're going to be on his heels every single time.
They should. You listen.
So he shouldn't be out there.
Listen to me.
Why?
Listen to me.
Tell me somebody in this.
Can I go now?
Hold on, Dre. Before you go on, before you go, Dre. Tell me, just give me one person in this NBA draft of 2024 that you are looking for, that you are looking forward to seeing.
Somebody.
Tell me one player that you are looking forward to seeing in this NBA draft this year besides Bronny.
Easy.
But tell me one person.
I'm going to finish. Let me tell you.
That you are specifically looking for to play besides Bronny.
We can't say their names, so listen.
I don't know.
Listen.
I don't know his name. I don't know his name. I definitely don't know his name.
So let me can I please, because you just had a Stephen EFGHI moment, okay?
Kesey made me that guy. He made me that guy.
He got real sensitive.
You made me that guy.
He just made my head hurt.
He had a KD moment.
Listen to me, Kevin Durant Jr., okay?
Ain't no Kevin Durant Jr. You just made me go there.
Listen
go
to
ahead.
me.
Maybe go
listen,
there.
listen to me. Listen to me.
Go ahead.
You are acting like you didn't know that this was gonna happen. Hold up. Let me just
don't make it right.
This is rhetorical. This is all rhetorical. So that means you don't have to say anything.
Quick. I want to interrupt you real quick. I knew Donald Trump was going to be president. That don't mean I gotta like it.
I don't think anyone knew. I think we were all shocked.
We knew.
No.
We were our fingers crossed it wasn't going to happen, but we knew.
Well,
did we have to like it?
Yeah.
I got a ticket sitting down.
Listen, we ain't gotta.
Go ahead.
So we're not gonna bring politics into it.
Yeah, I bet you won't. I bet you won't. Go ahead.
So to ETV's point, his assist from his father is gonna be his first point. No greater moment than that. Shout out to ETV for comment of the day. Here's the thing. I have zero problems with Bronny riding his father's coattails to get drafted. Here's my problem. Oh, he's taking away a spot. No, the Bucks drafted with the 22nd pick a player that averages less than Bronny. Number one, okay?
So they both shouldn't have been drafted?
Number two, that's a lot of players that shouldn't have been drafted, but you got to go with what you got to go with. Do I think he's NBA ready? No, it does not change my mind that he is not NBA ready. It does not. However, I have no problems with Bronny being drafted to his father's team. Your father is the greatest player that ever played the game. You take away basketball, privilege and nepotism has been going on for years. In public traded companies, fathers and sons are CEOs and let me finish, and COOs, right? Let's take it to a scripted business. World Wrestling Entertainment, before they sold, it was Vince, his son-in-law, his daughter, and his wife. All running the company, right? His grandkids on the roster, right? Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, all his cousins, his whole Samoan heritage are all on the roster. So the greatest player since Michael does it, and it's a problem. Here's why I have no problems with it, because I just named 15 players that sucked in the NBA. Didn't mention Clay, didn't mention Austin, because they were somewhat good. Bronny is now here. Kesey says, give him a chance. No, he going to get this smoke too. He going to get this NBA smoke because now you on the team. It ain't no more he just a kid. No, you've been drafted with the lights of Hollywood. The Los Angeles Lakers, the type of thing that he's about to experience, yes, it will be pressure, but he was born for this pressure. He is the son of LeBron James. They booed this kid in high school. They booed this kid at All-American games. They booed this kid just for being LeBron's kid.
Boo!
No, you didn't cry for 10. Let me finish in another 60
Go ahead
seconds.
And cry some more for him.
Bronny, I am not upset that he was drafted. Is he NBA ready? I'm sticking to it. He is not. However, he has the greatest coaches in his father. He has the greatest agent in Rich, who basically took the NBA hostage. He called teams threatening them not to draft. He says he's going to go play in Australia. Hilarious, but it shows the flex.
Hilarious.
Welcome to the NBA, young king. However, playtime's over. That's all I'm going to say. Welcome to the NBA, but playtime's over.
Hey,
hold on.
Bronny accomplished his goal. He said he wanted to hear his name called. He got it called.
And he'll play for 3 years until Brown retires.
I get what you're saying. He want the smoke. He get the smoke, right?
Yeah.
And I agree 110%. He get the smoke now. He get the barbershop talk. He get the podcast talk. He get all.
Because he sucks.
He get all the talk. But at the end of the day, we don't know what he's capable of.
KC, stop it.
A lot of people underestimating what he might be capable of. He got LeBron James in his DNA. Nope. Look how they talked about LeBron. Even what he did, they still talked about him like a dog. Darius Miles said, "You think this young kid is going to come in and change our franchise?"
LeBron did not average 4-point anything ever.
You still not finished.
Let me finish.
He doesn't have to come in and be able to make a difference or make a name for himself. He's not going to be LeBron James. Everybody knows that. Everybody on the damn planet knows that. But at the end of the day, he got some DNA and he got some basketball IQ that he can survive in the league if Austin Rivers can.
So let me just go to this real quick. Thank you, Kesey, for this. Okay. I just got to do it. So me and CB and CJ, another talent here on Deaf Fresh Network.
It's not Deaf Fresh Network.
What is this called?
It's
TDR Network.
TDR.
Oh, TDR, right Tone Deaf Network. Yeah. Well, Deaf Fresh is the name of his show, so it's all in. Y'all get it. Don't interrupt me.
Okay.
So he posted a meme, and it says, "When Bronny requests a trade in 2026," and it had Ghost and Tyreek on it. So I responded, "When his dad retires, he'll get cut anyway. Book it." So CJ, younger guy, went on a little rant. Y'all got to stop hating on my guy. He's not a generational talent, but he can find his niche somewhere. I said, I'm happy that Brian used his influence to get in. But basketball skill-wise, he ain't got it. Dr. Bird liked the stat, and CJ just went on the red. He said, very good 3-and-D player. Stop listening to the media and the internet. He played good in the All-American game and had one of the best draft combines out of anyone this year. Top 5 in vertical. Thank you. Top 2 in shooting percentage. Watch the film. And then Dr. Berg goes, oh boy, you're going to glaze Bron and Bronny too? And then CJ goes, y'all acting like he can't have a Gary Payton 2 type of career is crazy. You know how many scrubs are in the league? He's going to be a two-way and get playing time around the All-Star break. I said, if it makes you feel any better, the Nasus is fine when is out when Greek retires too. He said, again, acting like Bronny can't have a GP2 career is crazy. He plays great defense and can hit an open three. Y'all acting like I said he's the next GOAT. I said, CJ, you're a little sensitive there, bruh. Are you on the payroll like Kesey? Are you on the payroll like Kesey? So there are some Bronny supporters out there. I'm glad he made it, but bruh, he is.
That's facts. That's facts. I just.
I like that he was drafted, but he is in for a ride.
I just want this to be said, because then think about it, y'all be bringing up all these players and stuff like that. Look at these college stats.
But they didn't translate to great NBA careers.
If Bronny didn't go in this draft, he might have went undrafted.
Oh,
he had to go in this draft. Next year's going to have some studs.
Well, it's going to have some studs, and Bron might play 2 or 3 more years.
And then, you know what's funny about this to me?
They're going to draft Bryce Maximus too?
They asked Bryce, hey, do you think your father will play until you come into the league, which is in like 2 years? He said, I hope not. That's OD. He'll be 42. I said, you are right, son.
What's what? Right. That's what?
That's OD.
What's OD mean?
Overdoing it.
You think so?
Yeah.
I think so.
He'll be 42.
42.
Whether he still can.
He's 40 and still. He's 40 and still. Hold on. He's
LeBron
40.
Outworks all these young guys. That's all he does. And I'm not mad at that.
He's 40 and he's still
averaging 25.
He's still max ready.
Keith, let me ask you a question.
Has Ron ever been drug tested?
Of course. If he has, they wouldn't tell us about it.
Let me stop, because that's
LeBron getting JJ higher. Bronny on the same team is the greatest basketball move I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm actually surprised the NBA didn't hit him with tampering.
Are you crazy?
I know, but I'm just surprised because there's a whole lot.
I got
a
question for you though. This is my question for you.
Like, if anybody can get away with anything, it's him.
But he did it all through Rich Paul, which was brilliant.
My thing is
this, brilliant.
Hold on, I got a question. Keezy, how long do you want to see LeBron James play until? Because you see what happened to Mike. Do you want to see that happen to LeBron, or do you want to see him go out in a blaze of glory? Because it's the only two options: him going in a blaze of glory, or him getting to that ugly point to be like, why are you on the court?
What's the ugly point? Because
forgetting those wizard years.
Because my thing is though, even if LeBron takes a all the way back seat role, he can play the 4 and just get minutes like Blake Griffin did for a few years.
And that's how you want him to go out. Because Blake Griffin was left averaging like 4 or 5 points a game, barely getting in. Because you know that the NBA is a young man's game.
That's fine.
So I'm asking you, how long do you want LeBron to play?
Until his body tells him it's over.
So you want him to go until he's averaging 4 points a game.
That's what Kobe Bryant did. Kobe went into his body, said he was done.
And he was terrible.
He said it. He said it himself. I played until my body told me no.
So you want him to go out like that then?
That's how they go out. That's how the greats go out. Jordan went out there until his body told him no more.
But he left and came back twice. Don't do that.
And then on top of that, we're talking about
don't do that.
It's not taken away from anything that got to do with greatness. It's him as a competitiveness in his mind still that I'm gonna still do this until my body tell me I can't.
But his body
that's the mentality that him, Kobe, Shaq, all of these good players. Look at Shaq. Look how many years it took him to leave.
I disagree with you.
Shaq went outside.
I disagree with you.
Did Shaq go outside?
Hold up, Zeke. So are you telling me, Kesey, this is
the most dominant center in NBA history?
He went outside though.
Kesey, this is a legit question, right? He was on like his 12th team.
He went outside.
Did he retire?
That's what I'm asking. I think so. That's what I'm asking you. Are you prepared for, or do you want LeBron to go outside?
Kesey, before you answer his question, because I have a burning one. Do you think that LeBron only decided to play this long to get Bronny in the NBA? And do you believe that when he retires, Bronny will be cut? 2-part question. Do you think LeBron only played this long to get his kid in the league? And do you think when Bronny calls it a career, that Bronny will be cut?
Bronny played in the league this long is because of his love for the game and his passion for it. It just so coincidentally he get to do a part of history with it. Ain't no different than him breaking Kareem record. He did it because it was a part of him still being able to play.
Hey, that was one of his goals. Play with his son.
That was one of his goals.
It wasn't. He didn't have a goal to break that record.
He didn't.
It just came across. And he's like, "Well, I might as well do it." Ain't no different than, damn, I'm still good as hell. I can still play with my son coming to the league.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna do it. If he's still feeling that way in 2 more years, I still feel good. I'm gonna play my other son coming to the league. That's on him. None of us got the choice to tell him when it's time for him to sit his ass down.
Shaq went.
Because that's the case, then Vince Carter should have sat his ass down a long time ago.
Yeah, should have.
You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of, but in their minds, they're in. What do you?
My mind playing tricks on me. It's a classic song. It's a classic song in hip hop.
My mind's playing tricks on you. These players don't understand what life is without basketball, and it's going to be even, and it's going to be even harder for people like LeBron, Kobe, and Jordan, them who have been the faces of the league for many, many years.
So
to be like, I'm done.
So what you're telling us is,
because if that's the case, then Bron could have been done.
So you're telling me you want to see one of your favorite players go outside. That's what you're telling me. That's what
I want to see Bron play the game until he knows he can't do it.
Go see him go outside.
That's not about going outside. How's it going outside? If that's the case, then Kobe went outside.
He did. He was terrible.
He was not terrible.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Come on, Kesey, don't do that.
You know it. Casey, you don't act like you don't know what going outside look like. You've seen it.
His final game was good. Yeah, his final game was good because it was last
those
one.
Were far in between.
They still lost.
The Lakers suck though, so it didn't help him end his career. That's the thing you got to remember.
All right, Kesey. I just want to know. That's all.
What about Karl Malone? He did it.
Sad.
I'm just saying. You call it sad, but it was how they wanted to leave the game.
I'm not saying it's right. I'm saying
what's wrong with it?
You as a fan,
what is wrong with it?
They're going outside.
What's wrong with it?
They're going outside.
Gary Payton did it.
Sad.
No, Gary Payton stayed around because he was chasing the ring.
That's true.
Until he got one.
And he got one with Miami.
You know who didn't go outside? I think
Chris Webber, because we didn't even know he left.
I'll give you that. I was going to say John Stockton. I don't think he went
Vince
outside.
Carter didn't go outside.
Vince Carter went outside.
I don't think he went outside.
He went outside.
He went out on 4 teams in a
Dirk
row.
didn't go outside.
I forgot Dirk.
I thought Vince Carter, even when he left, was a decent role
Do you not
player.
remember Dirk Nowitzki's last year?
It was
Go back
and
and look.
Luka. It was Luka, like rookie year.
Go back and look at his stats.
But it was more of a.
And don't look at it. Hold on. Don't look at his stats. Go back and look at Dirk how he played. All he did was play the. He plays.
He was mentoring.
He was. That's it. And what do you think LeBron is going to do on his way out? He can mentor for
coach.
He can mentor for 3 or 4 years on his way out.
Call the shots.
It's different.
It's not.
It is.
You get mentored by the GOAT for 3 years?
That's your daddy.
That's his teammate now. So you know what I did see? What was funny? The amount of memes. I was getting ready to say. I saw 2 really good ones. One was
don't say the D Wade one.
not that one. That's inappropriate.
Yeah, exactly.
It was hey son. When we do on the road, you don't go back and tell your mama.
Ooh, that was funny.
That was funny. They finna find out about broadside chicks. Like, you cheating on my mama? That's the first one.
The one from was that Love and Basketball? Yeah.
Oh man, they've been riding.
Roll. You got these girls coming in the room. I'm like,
and then the second one was, on the court when they have a disagreement in practice. Is son, get your ass over here.
The one I got is there's a dude on YouTube. They be doing videos, and they were doing the press conference.
Oh, I seen that.
Bronny got signed, and the other dude in the back was being LeBron. He was telling him all these things like, "Yeah, man, and yeah, he gonna start, and D-Lo ain't gonna care. You cool with that, right? D-Lo, you cool with that? Like, now you gonna start." And then he was like, "Well,
no, man, I'm trying to earn. I'm trying to earn.
I'm trying to earn my spot. No, bro. No, you gonna go ahead and start. You're gonna start about 12 games, and then he was like, okay, so I'm gonna start referring to you as LeBron. Like, what? You gonna do what? We teammates now, so I think it's only you gonna say what? What you gonna do, son?
I couldn't even imagine.
Thanasis, you have a friend. This is all I'm gonna say.
Y'all go see.
Because he's a free agent too. If the Bucks re-sign him, I know all I need to know.
Y'all,
Thanasis is a free agent.
He is.
Yes, he is.
He is. Remember, he got hurt over in what you call it?
He's still a free agent.
Before he went.
He is still a free agent.
He got his AC.
He is an unrestricted free agent.
He tore his ACL. He tore his ACL.
I don't know how
that was his exit. Come on, man.
What you trying to say?
They hiding something.
You trying to say they ain't gonna sign him?
No, they're not gonna sign him. That was his exit off the roster so that the people can stop talking about it.
Don't you do that.
Kesey, I like that conspiracy theory.
I do.
I like that one.
How else can he go out?
Because some of yours are pretty stupid, but that's a good one.
Because if he just go out, because if he just go out in regular free agency, they're gonna be thinking they're gonna have all type of things to talk about Giannis.
Oh man,
you let your brother, you let your brother like this.
Yeah. While you go play in Greece.
Yeah. So it's all type of stuff.
So you saying ACL and retire?
Yeah.
He did too. He made money.
He did his job.
He sucked. Well, he has a couple records. Most fouls ever committed.
Okay.
Lowest points ever scored.
Right. Okay.
Bronny, don't go after those goals.
This has been a very long episode. Very
real quick before we go, we gotta spend a good, and we'll be done after this. We gotta spend a good 5 minutes talking about the Bucks. What are they going to do?
Really quickly. Hey Dre, you the first person. All right, let's wrap it up. I gotta get
it has been 2 hours and 15 minutes. I've given a lot of Sunday to y'all for the past 4 years. At least you could show some respect, clown. Listen,
I just gave you some.
My man, listen.
Okay, let's real quick talk about this. Okay, so the Bucks
said what?
You know what? Don't do that.
You stupid, dog.
Don't do that. Anyways,
fine. So y'all gonna miss me when I'm gone.
So we got two. So the Bucks picked up 2 draft picks. I didn't know they had a first round draft pick. They did.
It was terrible.
Their first draft pick was.
It was terrible. It was terrible.
It was AJ Johnson. He'll be wearing number 7.
Casey, we should have took Bronny instead of AJ Johnson. Cheesy, what up, bro? Who should the Bucks re-sign off the current roster?
Our chat is more active today, the last episode, than it been
all year.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
We got live audience. Cheesy. For me, the Bucks have a number of free agents. To keep it a buck,
have no free agents.
Yeah, they do. They have Thanasis is off the books. Pat Bev. The question he asked was, who should we re-sign off the current roster? Cheesy. They all can go. They all can go. None of the current free agents the Bucks need to re-sign. That includes Jay Crowder. That includes Pat Bev. It certainly includes Thanasis. They all can go.
Now, I will say this: my heart says Pat Bev. My heart says Pat Bev. I'm surprised. I'm not surprised, but I'm mad we moved off of him. Crowder can go. Everybody else can go, but my heart says Pat Bev. I ain't gonna hold you.
KC, what you got on that one, bro?
Everybody can go.
That's fine.
Everybody but Dame and Giannis.
They're not free agents, but yes.
I'm just saying.
Beasley can go too. The most inconsistent shooting that I've seen all season.
No. Beasley, I didn't
want to keep him.
Beasley had the NBA record all season.
He needs to stay.
He had the record, but in games where it counts, he doesn't always show up.
He's inconsistent. He's still inconsistent.
He is very inconsistent.
I didn't like his playoff run.
The whole Bucks is inconsistent.
I didn't like his playoff run.
I say give it a Doc ass too. To start over.
Real quick, the 2 draft picks we had.
Hold up. Here are the Bucks free agents. Thanasis, Malik, Pat Bev, Crowder, Gallinari, old self, and Ty Washington Jr. They all can go because I'm tired of us being the oldest team in the league.
Malik can stay. He's still young.
Malik can stay.
Everybody else got to go.
Everybody else can go. I'm saying all
I
can go.
I will say, unfortunately, the Bucks are in a situation that we usually don't find ourselves in. We ain't got the money to spend.
Well, here's another one. Who should the Bucks target in free agency? I like the center from New Orleans. I like him. I like him. I like Tobias Harris. And I don't think we can get into it, but I think we should get into the clay sweepstakes.
Okay, we're not doing that.
I'm not saying that we are, but I would like to see.
You just said about terrible weather in the East Coast.
I don't mean I can't hope. We're better than Philly by a long shot. by a long shot. Philly's a terrible. Let me
Listen,
stop. Let me not knock Philly.
Hold on. If you add,
I ain't say nothing, Dre. I ain't say nothing.
If the Bucks can pick up somebody like Clay, it's gonna be problems in the East for
That's
people.
all I'm
Let
saying.
me tell you something.
I'm saying.
Both of y'all.
I know it's.
We know it's not gonna happen.
I know
If
we
we
know it's.
pick up Clay.
I know it's
If
wishful
we
thinking.
pick up Clay, hey Dre, we can have a different conversation, bro. Hey, man. Hey, okay.
Well, Toad already
What
bought
do
the
you
Knicks
need?
tickets.
What do you need me to do to help you help me? Okay, because Clay is guaranteed ship. That's how value
That's
is.
championship pedigree.
That's guaranteed ship.
Because remember, the Bucks passed on him in the draft
That's very true.
for Brandon Jennings.
We ain't know no better, man. I think we picked up Jennings, just like now we think he's the bee's knees per se. Trey Middleton and make a miracle. That would be hilarious. That is a miracle.
Well, let's not also forget that
No,
Klay
but
Thompson said on the Bucks not drafting him, I thank God every day.
I know he did. He a California boy. That's why I don't want no light
Back in 2015, when they asked him about the Bucks passing up on him, he said, "I thank God every day."
This I want the Bucks to target in free agency / trade.
Here.
Andrew Wiggins and Brandon Ingram.
Trade Middleton and make a miracle. He a bum in my eyes. Who else we gonna get, Cheesy man?
I want Brandon Ingram or Andrew Wiggins. I think Andrew Wiggins is a missing piece that we don't know we need.
I like that too. But who do you give up for Wiggins?
I'll give up Middleton for Wiggins.
He's inconsistent shooting though.
Who?
And that's what we struggle with.
We need shooters.
But he'll make it up on the defensive end.
Who gonna score the buckets though?
Dame and Giannis.
But that would be nice to throw Wiggins on everybody.
You throw Wiggins open Wiggins is money.
But you can throw Wiggins on anybody 1 through the 4.
Exactly.
1 through the 4. Wiggins, go get him.
I'm not worried about Wiggins scoring points.
I'm
worried about Wiggins knocking down somebody.
That's what Golden State did. They just sick Wiggins on everybody.
Yeah. And
then said shoot the ball when it come to you.
So he's our new Drew Holiday then. Because that's what the Bucks did. They put him on all the defensive.
I'll tell you that. And he's not small. He's short, he's tall, lengthy, solid.
But we got to get rid of Brook first.
Yep.
I'm not the biggest fan of what the Lakers are offering us. If they give us
Tashi
and
so technically, who do you take then from the Lakers then for Brook? Because if
at 35, with Brook, remember Brook has 1 year left.
That's their problem. I want Hashi, and I'll take Vince.
You like Hashimura like that?
I don't like him like that, but I'll take him.
Who?
Hashimura.
And who?
Give me Vince.
Vince who?
Gabe.
No. Give me Hashimura and give me D'Angelo Russell.
Russell is a big kind of a pick.
We don't need Russell.
We can use his shooting when he shows up.
He wants to start though.
He's too streaky. We dealt with streaky too long. Give me Gabe.
I'll take Gabe.
Give me Rui. And give me Christian Woods, where I can at least have another big to put in.
What is with you and him?
Because who else you gonna replace at the big? You gotta have somebody down there.
Bobby
is not him.
I love this podcast. We don't say what you want. We passionate.
Bobby is not him at the starting 5.
I'll give you that. Put Hashitashi back there.
He is not a starting 5.
Go after
Christian
Val.
Wood is barely a starting 5.
Go after Val from New Orleans.
Who?
Val from New Orleans.
He old as dirt too.
He better than Brook.
No, he's not.
Yeah,
he is.
He's not.
Yeah.
Go watch him.
Outside of block shots.
He's slow as gasoline too.
That's fine.
Brook back is a touch away from being cracked, bro. Come on, man.
The only trade I'm taking from New Orleans for Brook is Ingram. Other than that, I'm not taking no Valanciunas.
He's free agent.
Yeah,
we
free
can
agent.
sign him.
I don't want him.
Let me ask you a question, Geesey. Oh, but what I'm doing,
y'all both with nuts.
That's fine. We passionate. I don't care. We passionate. I just want something back for Brook. I don't want I get what you're saying, Kesey, but I don't want Christian Wood because he probably gonna play. He gonna be 35 games. That's why we got rid of him. He can't stay healthy.
But you fail to realize
he can't stay healthy.
He wasn't healthy. He wasn't in a rotation.
He couldn't put the points up.
No, because they didn't want to.
Are you saying we would be forced to?
The Lakers wanted to run a smaller lineup with Anthony Davis at the 5. That's what they wanted to continue to run.
Oh, with Wood at 4.
Yeah.
And Anthony Davis wasn't going, of course.
Exactly.
He wasn't going.
Giannis and Christian can play the 4-5 together and switch and
wouldn't
have a problem with it. That's my thing. Like they wouldn't have a problem with each other.
All right.
And Wood can also shoot the 3.
Yeezus Lee, you lost me. Now you lost me.
Cheesy.
You lost us.
Cheesy. We can go out for Julius Randle next up.
Hold on. I agree with Cheesy though on that Brook and Middleton package and get us a stud.
What's a stud? No, what's a stud? Are you saying like Brandon Ingram stud? What's a stud? Because what's a stud? Because
I want to hear this stud. One. No, he's not.
He's not. He's a stud.
He is not.
10 and 15. 10 and 15. He give you 10 and 15.
But you ain't giving up.
He's solid.
But you're not giving up Middleton and him for Val. And Val is a. You gotta remember he's off the table. He's a restricted free agent.
It would be a sign and trade.
I'll take Ingram, Val, and one other piece for Middleton and Brook.
That's a lot. When you ask for 2 players and another one, that's a lot. So 3 for 2.
Well, here's the thing, because Brook only has 1 year deal left, and Middleton has 2. You pair them 2 with Zion, that could do something. But now you're the injury all-star team with all 3 of them together. So I don't know, man. The Bucks need to do a lot because I am not, as a season ticket holder, I am not feeling
Alvarez.
I'm not feeling confident about this season. I'm not feeling confident about this season.
What if the Bucks take Turner and that young dude that always kills
from
us?
Indiana?
Yeah.
Miles Turner.
I would love that.
Indiana won't make a deal with us. Why would they help us?
Middleton helps them and giving them a solid veteran.
It does.
Along with Brook at the center.
Okay. So last question then about the Bucks. If the GM doesn't get it right this year, is he out?
Yep.
GM's done.
You say what?
If the GM doesn't get it right, if we don't win this year, the GM's out.
No.
Here's a hot take.
Yeah, he is.
Here's a hot take.
Yeah, he is.
If Doc Rivers don't get it right, Darvin Ham will be the starting coach after All-Star break.
Oh, this is Darvin Ham's last chance to coach. We said that at the beginning when we signed that. When we signed Doc. Let me stop because we need from Doc Rivers. If he doesn't get it right with the Bucks, he's done.
Full season?
He will never coach an NBA
full
game.
Season.
I think they give him a full season.
Full season?
I think give him a full season.
Doc Rivers full season?
They give him a full season because they paying too much. They give him a 4-year deal. Yes, they give him a 4-year deal. This is not Adrian Griffin.
He at least makes you through the season, but if he don't do good, Darvin Ham takes over.
Okay, Let me ask y'all a question. Yep. Are you saying we don't make the finals, he's get fired?
No.
Or are you saying we make the finals, he's still good?
I think the Bucks have an expectation in the front office that the Bucks are a championship team. I don't know where the expectations are coming from because we are not.
We are a championship team. We're top 5 in the East. In the West, I don't think there's a lot of teams that can beat us in the West.
We own the West.
If you put us against the Lakers,
for some reason we
can beat them.
Our kryptonite is always in our own conference.
I'll give you that. So the Bucks can compete for a title. I wouldn't say if they make it to the finals, you can't fire Doc for that, bro. They went to the finals.
Asking you.
No. If he makes it to the finals, first round, out of there. Yeah,
second round,
out of there.
Eastern Conference Finals.
I think you keep them.
Casey, first round.
He's done.
Second round.
He's done.
Eastern Conference Finals.
We at least make it to Eastern Conference Finals.
Eastern Conference sweep.
Done.
We're done.
You're done with any.
I'm gonna tell you like this: finals or bust
for the Bucks next year.
For him.
For Doc.
Yes. He has to get us to the finals or he's done.
I'm gonna give you a better one. Not only is he done, Dame's gonna demand a trade. Because then let's be honest, Dame didn't want to be here. And it shows sometimes.
Man, I was going to say somebody's ex-wife. I'm not going to do that.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think Dame head was in the game because of everything that was going on in his personal life.
Yeah. Somebody else told me that.
And people don't understand that part of people.
It plays a lot.
Like, y'all remember his welcome party? Who was 4 hours late, walked through and waved? You were out there waiting.
Because he probably had been cussing her out for 3 hours before. You never know.
What you mean the kids can't come with me? They here. My mama here. They watch. Ain't got nobody to watch.
I'm just
what
mad.
You mean my mama here?
I'm just salty that the fans were waiting. There was thousands of fans out there, and bro came and just waved and walked in the building.
He was tired, man.
He could have got the mic and said
it's
something.
a long trip from Portland.
But what it did scream was not 1, not 2, not 3. It did scream that.
It did. Hey, I thought I was on the bandwagon for a little bit.
For about a whole week.
About a week.
Listen,
I got off.
I remember we had a whole emergency episode for that.
Listen, Dame don't care about location. He just wants to win.
You say that now, but then your kid's missing.
But I'm just saying, his personal life took a toll on him, and he got to find a way to bounce back this summer.
I think this will be the summer.
And this summer, I think things have progressed. Yeah. He's been in a situation now. Now he knows
the expectations.
He knows what's expected of him. He knows how to come in next year.
That's true. And the coaching staff is setting concrete. I don't think it's gonna move. I do like the move of Darvin Ham coming back.
You're coming into training camp with everything set, except for the roster.
Hopefully it gets for the better.
And hopefully it gets for the better. I don't expect the Bucks to make a lot of noise in free agency because we have a money problem.
But I'm telling you, the Bucks need to hurry up and make some choices now. We don't have time to wait until September.
Nope.
We don't. It's either now or never. Either you're gonna keep what you got and just see what's gonna happen next year, or you make a move now.
I know this.
Whatever you can get it now.
Tobias is available. I want to pick up Tobias. I know we're not gonna pick up Tobias. Valtunas, even though Kesey don't like him, I like him for free agency. We're not gonna pick him up. I think we're gonna be picking up the bottom of the barrel free agents like we always do.
So you're saying we're gonna stay old?
I think they trade Brooks.
I don't want to say that.
If the right trade comes, Brooks goes and Middleton.
Good.
But you know what? Here's the
but
thing.
it has to be the right trade.
I agree. I'm not saying that.
This is the second time we've heard rumors about Brooks being traded.
And here's my thing. I'm not saying we trade our team for no draft picks because I don't even care. At this point, I'm like a Laker fan now. I'm like Kesey. Kesey's a closet Laker fan. I'm like Kesey. Do whatever you need to do to win. Do whatever you need to do to win now. That's okay. I like Golden State. He likes Dallas.
I'm not a Laker fan.
You sure?
Do whatever you need to do to win now. The Bucks.
Did you just give me the real one? You gave me the fake one?
Yeah, he likes me.
That one was on camera.
No, because he think we gonna sign Clay. He want to talk about the Bucks tickets. Go ahead.
I'm not worried about no Bucks tickets. My money long enough to get my own.
You think them? Hey, you think
just because I act broke don't mean I'm broke.
Hey, let me tell you something.
You remember that next year when it's time to pay them
we
things?
We signed Clay. Them tickets going up.
I already paid, so I don't even matter.
You gonna get a message. You gonna get a quick email. According to
once you sign your deal, you good. You locked in for the same price. Once you sign your deal,
don't act like the Bucks ain't gonna get us somewhere.
They can't.
Hey, there will be no more.
They don't give you nothing as is.
You know what they're gonna get us?
The tacos.
The tacos gonna go from 16 to 20.
That $10 voucher go to no more voucher.
Hey, no more voucher.
That's already included. Yeah. That's already a part of the package.
I know it is, but I'm saying they're gonna take that away. Like, yeah, after some budget cuts.
No, they can't do that.
Yeah,
that's a lawsuit.
Not really.
If you sign it, you sign
a deal to be a ticket holder for 3 years, but there is a clause that says, I'm paraphrasing, goodies or incentives are subject to change. Heck yeah. Now, once the season starts, you lock in.
But let's say we signed Clay.
You remember back in the day when we signed with the Bucks, they took away our meal card right before the season started.
I seen a picture of that. Picture, but I seen a picture. Yeah. He used to do a lot of stuff for the man.
So we was in the fifth row.
I know.
We was in the fifth row, and our tickets.
Be like, oh, you a season ticket holder? Come in.
We had weekend. We had weekend package.
Sit on the floor.
We had weekend package. 22 games. You paid $850 a piece. We had 4 seats. And
they was just giving us food.
We had $150 meal voucher. We had parking, and we had 2 Club Cambrias per season, all for about $800 a piece. Now, $800 won't buy you 10 games.
$800 will have you with binoculars
for 10 games, unless you are up. And I'm not knocking it because I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up privileged.
Pulling out your debit card every time you come to walk.
Sure is. I didn't grow up privileged, so we sat in the dog pound, right? So I get it. But even
but think about where we sat in playoffs though, tickets.
That's what I'm saying.
We were paying. Think about it. We paid $800 as ticket.
I remember. Please don't remind me. Oh God, I remember. Please don't remind me. What I'm saying is, Fiserv Forum now, and I haven't been up there to know this, but from what I hear, even the upper level's not really, because our upper level now is still lower than what the 300 and 400 section were in the Bradley Center.
Yeah.
But I remember, man, being way up there. I'm not doing that no more. God forbid. But the cost, it's not a family function anymore. Like if you want, unless you were going to break the bank, not counting your money, but if you wanted to take a family of 6 and you bought tickets flat out to a marquee game, the chances of doing that, number one, is slim because tickets aren't ever on sale like that. But you're paying for good bird's eye view, $300 and $400 a ticket. So to take a family of 6, you might be paying 5 bands, depending on how close you want to sit. And if you want to feed them. And let's not talk about the crazy parking. $75, $100.
The kids want souvenirs.
That's it. Shout out to the Admirals.
That's why I take them one at a time when we go during the season. It's one at a time. It's your turn this week.
So tell them yes. We'll get back to you on those Knicks tickets and the cost.
But really,
see who we signed first.
Real quick before we get up out of here, breaking news: Paul George.
Yeah.
Paul George is unlikely to return to the Clippers. 76ers is a strong front runner to land George in free agency deal.
Wow.
This is very interesting.
Wow.
This has been a very entertaining season, very entertaining episode to end the season.
Wow.
It was fun.
It's good times.
Good times.
Good times.
So this is your boy Big Zeke.
It's your boy Dre.
It's your boy Keith.
This is 94 Feet Podcast. You can catch us on all social media platforms. You can also catch us on all streaming platforms. I'm even going to go over the list. Agree with us?
Probably not.
This is 94 Feet Podcast. Peace.
Peace, good people.